So, where we had left off last time, the party had just finished. Let me rephrase. So, where we left off last time, the party had just finished exploring the dungeons of Nagash. There, with Canyon summoning a random Catman bodyguard after whatever her goddamn thing was called. Her echo was called. Was it Bob? Dave, something like that.
Dave. How dare you?
Something like that. Heath, how dare it.
Popped into existence. You were summoned a magnificent lion man who also had the ability of the echo. And after exploring the dungeon further, you did battle with Nagash and his undead horde, defeating him after defeating his great giant death flames, with the cost of 2 of the familiars. After the fight, though, a strange and rather disturbing figure entered the tomb, as you finally met Dr. Ooze, who apparently had something to do with the occurrence of these strange rifts opening up between interdimensions. The party didn't get much information from him because soon after, the Lion Man attacked him and was bamfed back into whatever existence he came from. And then finally, the entire temple began to collapse, and the party fled in terror as they just made it out in time before all things vanished back into the Grady lands. You are now standing outside the destroyed open field, making your way back with Bitis Mamba as you guys return back to the small town you had just more or less rescued of Summer Spring. So, as you guys run back into town, you come... all of you exhausted, come to think about it. I think everybody's got a point of exhaustion at this point.
Yep.
No.
I don't think Micah does.
Let's knock her unconscious so we can get her
Yeah,
a point of
beat her
exhaustion.
up.
Beat her up, guys.
Some of us
Sick 'em!
was barely touched, you know?
Uvek looks like he's on death's door!
Uvek looked like he got ran over.
You know,
But that's
some of us
nothing new.
may not have exhaustion. Some of us just lost our echoes many times over.
That's fair.
Yeah, I didn't get a point of exhaustion. I just lost my best friend, so...
Several times. And Uvek's got good old 3 points of exhaustion, so he looks like shit.
Good for him.
He just needs a little speepy speeps.
As you guys make it back towards the thing, it's like, well, my friends, it looks like our day of adventuring might be over, but I think it's about time for all of us to get a rest. How about we all take a day here at the tavern? Oh, of course, on me, but it's Mamba! As he looks over at each of you, what do you do?
Hi, Andy.
Andy.
What did Bitches Mambo say? Sorry, I got distracted by
Bitches
Andy joining.
mama.
Bitis
Is he
Mamba
paying for
basically,
us?
yeah, he says he's gonna pay for your guys' stay at the inn.
Lovely.
Wonderful.
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, quite welcome, my friends. Get a good night's sleeping. We will have to tell the people of our daring adventure.
Right, I would love that. Yes.
Very well, thank. He sent you guys into your hotel room. You guys are exhausted. I'm imagining going straight to bed.
In between feeling guilty for stabbing Uvek and just exhausting all of his resources, Jericho's fucking pooped. Mentally, physically, spiritually.
Is it an individual room for all of us, or sharing?
Yeah, you guys got a room each.
Does my echo get its own room?
No.
Damn it.
Besides, how could your echo get its own room? It's gotta be within like 30 feet.
Next door.
OMG, next door neighbors.
You roll in your sleep, it just poofs out of existence. But as you guys get a good night's sleep. You all get a long rest in.
Thank fuck.
For some of you, that is important. Well, I'll get that done for you, Uvek, despite the fact it won't matter too much for you.
Wait, since I got a long rest, I can take away exhaustion, right?
Yeah, it takes 1 point of exhaustion. You click the long rest button, it'll do it. No, it doesn't. Huh? Weird.
It does not. Yeah, that's a. I was wondering if I was just misremembering or if it was just a matter of the widget.
Yeah, every long rest removes 1 point of exhaustion.
Time
Cool.
to do what I end up doing every time we have combat.
Don't
You know,
worry.
maybe Uvek not being here today is a good thing, so he can just sleep it
So you
off.
can sleep.
How do you take a long rest?
Click the bed icon next to your health bar underneath your. it's on
Well, it
the
depends
bottom
what
left.
sheet she's got up.
Oh.
What?
There's multiple sheets. So you see the so for your sheet, the button you want to click is the bed. Yeah. So you see the bed?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
click on the bottom hourglass. It says long rest, and that'll give you a long rest. There you go.
Does
As
she have
simple as that.
tidy 5e? Does she have tidy 5e?
I think she's.
Oh yeah.
This thing is-
Dude, you're gonna want to change the font or style of your character sheet. It's a lot simpler and better that way.
No, I think she's using the same one you are, Jericho.
At the top, where it says pop out sheet art gallery, click sheet, and what does yours say? Mine is tidy
Default?
5e sheet. Yeah, you're gonna want to change that to tidy 5e sheet. It's gonna be a bit different, and I know you've been kind of adapting to the default, but I promise you, it's a massive improvement.
All right. Did it? Don't see anything different, but I'm also stupid.
Did
I-
you
I
make
think
sure
the
to?
default. I think the
saved
GM.
sheet configuration.
Default sheet is
Oh,
tidy,
yeah.
tidy 5
Oh.
sheet.
Oh, okay. I'm silly.
Keeps made it the default thing, so any new sheets that are created are gonna just be tidy 5e anyways.
Okay. Wait, so were you able to find the bed or not?
She found
Yeah,
it. She
I
it.
got the bed.
Yeah, she fixed it.
Oh, okay. I'm Boo Boo the Fool. Never mind.
I just was making sure she was on that sheet, right? Because I don't.
Yeah.
There are
If you-
options.
If you check her sheet, it will be what like whatever you see is what she sees.
I know that's. I had to check it, right? I didn't have her sheet up.
Uh,
Anyways, besides the point. So as you guys have your night's sleep, and the morning comes. By the way, fair warning, guys. I did mention this to Judah. Due to the Annie not being here, I'm about to kind of light a fire under your players' asses, so you're not going to get your money.
Uh-oh.
Uvek will
Oh.
bring it to
See
you
you right
next
now.
week. As you see someone burst into the door as you guys awaken up from the thing, a disheveled wanderer comes into the tavern.
I did not expect. For some reason, I thought you were gonna say burst into flame, and I was like, oh god.
Yes,
Yeah.
bursts into flame! Spontaneous
I mean, this
combustion's a bitch.
This isn't the first time we've burnt down an inn, so...
Fair.
Huh?
I mean, it would be the first time you burnt down an inn in this game.
In this game.
Yes. Yeah, so first question, is this individual hot?
I mean, he's just a base farmer, but if you need a picture, give me a second.
Some farmers are hot, you know what I mean?
He's attractive, I would say. He's got, like, as I recall, he has, like, dirty brown blonde hair. He's human. Or at least more human than not, as we said in Unity. Like, that's more of a guideline than a actual fact.
Got it.
Also, this is while we're eating breakfast down in the tavern, or this
Yeah,
guy
you guys-
just burst
yeah.
into our bedrooms?
No, yeah, he'd have to burn
Every one of our bedrooms.
Every one of your
Yeah, that was
bedrooms.
why I was confused.
No, you guys were down eating breakfast. I'm kind of. As he's kind of looking about, he's like, I need rest. He's just kind of like gasping as he kind of wanders into the tavern. As people
Jericho kind of
Oh.
startles.
It's was one of the innkeepers quickly give him some water and food, and you just see the guy scarf it down. And this guy looks like he's been traveling non-stop for like a day. or two.
Sir, are you okay?
I have to get to the temple. Things have been happening.
What has been happening?
Disappearances in town. More happening. Have to tell the church. By the way, because I know you're gonna want to see. Here's your farmer.
There's something uncanny about that man's face.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
long.
like it.
It's the 20% of goblin. He's 1/8 goblin.
I can see it.
As I said, he's probably got mixed blood anyways.
Yeah. I know, but yeah, no, just like Jericho seeing this guy and seeing how disheveled he is, gives him a quick snap of prestidigitation, and is just, all right, well, slow down first. You clearly seem as though you've been going for a rather long time now. How long were you on the road?
Traveling non-stop, almost since dawn last night. Hard road,
Right.
no horse, just foot.
And these disappearances, where were they coming from?
We're from the small village of Dolly's Farm, north of here. Several
And-
people have been going missing.
And you were trying to find the...
I'm going to the Church of Unity to ask for assistance.
Aren't we working for them right now?
Technically, yes.
She's asking this to the rest of the group.
No, sorry, yeah.
Canyon asking this with a BLT half-eaten in her hands.
Yeah, don't be a savage. A BLTCE. We gotta add the cheese on that.
Only half of it. The other half is for the drow next to her.
Who just kind of slowly pushes it around. Not able to eat.
Someday. She looks inquisitively at the rest of the group.
Yes, we are looking for them currently.
So, should we deal with that?
I suppose. If you are all not opposed. It's what we got in one of those flyers, right? And that was something we were interested in maybe looking into.
I don't have anything planned.
We need to head back to the church anyways to give a report to what we had over here.
As you say that, Uvek, sorry, Andy, I will be speaking for you, even though you are here. Uvek will kind of go, right. Well, here's the thing, right? I mean, I gotta go back because I gotta get the shaft in the head still. So, perfect.
Never stop a man on a mission.
Especially if it has to do with shafts and heads.
Right, so and also I'm knackered. I don't think I'm going to be much use for a few more days. So you guys can go ahead. I'll go there, get all pay, and then I'll meet you back at the town after I get my, I attach the head to the shaft.
Don't run away with it, or else.
Who do you think? Of course I'm not going to run away with it.
Anyways, Micah will look at the poor disheveled man, not really planning to get up and actually help him, just... Your name?
Albert.
Albert. Alright, so... Would you care to give the details? Why did you run over here instead of maybe getting a horse?
I didn't have a horse.
You didn't run by any stables on the way here?
it's a one-horse town.
One horse open sleigh. Hey.
It's so small. Like, so for quick description, he will give you a quick description of the town. It's like maybe 24 people in the entire area.
That's like a mini village.
It's not a town. It's not even a village. It's basically like it's just a bunch of like farmhouses that are near each other.
Like rural area.
Yeah, like it's mostly farming, but people like a couple, and he basically tells you a couple families have gone missing.
Okay.
Right? There was a guard. There was a local guard there. They're gone missing too. Hence him running down here. The Temple of Unity is the nearest large town he could reach, and obviously this is on the way.
Mike at first is just squinting and just muttering under the breath. You live so far away. You have one horse. And
Don't worry. I can give him a ride with me. He can kind of like hug me in the back while I ride the horse.
Sure, whatever works. You did not see these people disappear in any sort of way. They weren't kidnapped.
They were just missing the next morning.
No footprints or anything?
Yes, any clues?
He kind of looks at you like, I don't know. He's a farmer. He has no idea how to do tracking. Like, I don't know. The gods would be the one to take care of that. I don't know how to look for clues.
How did you find out in the first place if you live so far away from people?
Well, we do kind of. We're not sure how long they've been gone. We checked on them, and they weren't there when we had them in the town square. It's like, and there's someone went to go check on them, and they were all gone.
That sounds awful. I'm sorry.
Thank you, miss.
It must have been rather scary.
It was horrifying. Like, I mean, they just disappeared. And, like I said, we lost 2 whole families.
For the sake of notes, just making sure, how did they disappear, or was that already talked about? Like, was it just kind of like, did they get, like, copy and pasted out of existence, or cut and pasted?
Cut and pasted.
I mean, as far as this guy can tell you, he has no clue. They're just not in their homes, right?
Oh, okay, so he wasn't there at their time.
Nobody saw the disappearances. Yeah,
Okay.
they've been missing for a couple days. They went to investigate and they're gone. Right? Like, nobody knows how they missing. Nobody knows nothing about this. And again, they're farmers. They have no way of looking for clues.
Is Mamba still with us and Fran?
Yes, Bitus Mamba is there, and Fran has been resurrected. As Fran looks over at the party, this guy goes, "Hey." He also has a knowing look with Hemlock of like, Jesus Christ, right? Life of a familiar.
That's fine.
Fran was the pixie dude.
Yeah, Fran was the
okay.
pixie familiar, so he just looks at Hemlock as like the life of a familiar, right? We get bamped out of existence every goddamn day. But Bitta's mom is like, indeed, it sounds like this young farmer needs help. I suppose all of you will have to be heading off.
And where will you be going?
Well, fortunately, I have to take care of my own stuff, but, I suppose I could help Sir Uvek towards the head Church of Unity to help spread the tale.
Whatever it is you wish you want to do, you may do so. Thank you for paying for our night expenses. As everyone finished eating.
Yeah,
She pokes the sandwich towards her Echo. Just kind of looks sadly and nods.
You see, like Gwendolyn says that, but she hasn't eaten anything.
Offers it to Gwendolyn.
No, I'm fine.
Shrugs, offers it to Fran.
Micah looks at the sandwich that's trying to be passed around, and then looks at the dude who, like, walked all the way to town, completely exhausted and disheveled, but doesn't say anything. Just watches them.
You want it now? You want it now? You want no guys like dying of starvation in the next to him?
She does just suddenly realize an offer.
He gratefully scarfs it down. Fran, look at you like you were crazy since the sandwich was as big as he was.
She didn't say how much.
Hemlock was just slowly hopping on over towards the sandwich, and then the moment it's handed away, he just like looks down.
I'm sorry.
Micah will just kind of push over the plate to Hemlock. There's a little bit left.
He like picks at the crumbs. Well, if everyone's done eating, we should probably get going. Don't want more people disappearing, do we?
No, you're right.
Well, if the man is going to be carried, then we don't need to worry about resting right now, then. And Michael will stand up.
Canyon will follow.
Okay.
And gonna wave to Bitches Mambo goodbye.
Bitches Mambo.
Bitchless Mambo?
Uh-huh.
Bitchless Mambo Snoil. The nickname.
Mambo number 5.
He's been so helpful to us, and yet...
Bitchless Mambo, Snoil, Snake Oil Salesman. We're just so mean to him. And for no reason.
To be fair, if you guys had not bought any of his dream catchers and left him behind, that dungeon would have been so much worse.
Oh yeah. Turned out to be a kind of invaluable asset.
You guys would have no idea how to solve any of the puzzles since you can't read.
Oh god.
Oh, to be gay and illiterate.
Thank you for helping, Bitchless Mambo. The Snoil.
The Snoil.
Salesman.
The Snoil salesman. In any case, Uvek, Bittis Mamba, Fran, and the farmer will head off back to the head Church of Unity. Well, the rest of you make your way towards Dolly's farm, which the farmer will put on your map so you will know where you are going.
Yeah, I can't find a horse, but he knows his town on a map.
I mean, one has nothing to do with the other.
Jericho knows about eldritch monsters, but doesn't know to look both ways before crossing the street, okay? Some people are just like that.
Some people just feel like that.
I mean, he knows where he is on a map, otherwise he wouldn't know how to get to Unity. Church of Unity, right?
I thought there would just be, like...
Lions is being a hater.
I hate the poor, you're right.
Crying.
There's nothing more disgusting. Anyways.
What do you think, this outfit was cheap?
You guys head over on your horses as you guys are now ready to make your way to Dolly's farm to the north, right here.
Making our way downtown, walking back, faces passing home down.
There we go, Dolly's farm. So, it will take a day's worth of travel, so you will need a long rest on the way, so you'll need to camp out at least once. Which I'm sure some of you will appreciate, because I think one of you still has a point of exhaustion, but I might be wrong. Maybe it was just Uvek that got destroyed.
I think it was just Uvek.
Was doing her best.
Yeah.
For some reason I thought Jericho got 2 points of exhaustion.
Oh yeah, Joker
Nah.
got fucked up.
No, he
Not as
gave
much,
the point of exhaustion.
Is that
What?
a new joke?
No, because he knocked down Uvik.
Oh yeah,
It's
he
like he's
did.
fucking stabbing.
Yeah,
Please, God.
It was intentional. We all agree on that,
He
right?
gave him a critical
Bro.
stab.
It's not his fault. Jericho turned around and then Uvik was this warbling mess of like a Drow Duragar mind flayer with goblin hands and feet.
Yeah, he
Hey,
just
at least
What's the
Yeah.
reacted.
obsession with feet today?
At least we know Jericho get it done.
That's
I
true.
just
Unlocking.
At least against his
Agent.
allies.
like how many bards can say that they downed a paladin, you know?
Well,
I mean, depends on the type.
Hey. Wait, no, because in combat with what Zaku said, that's completely
Jeez.
you were mentioning it.
I have no further comments.
So, anyways, as you guys are heading towards the Dolly's farm, you guys spend a quick night out in town. Again, for the sake of this, let's have watches. So, just because
Oh my
you
God,
are
who's watching
obviously
the food?
approaching a place that could be dangerous as all fuck, because, you know, people are disappearing right outside this area.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's 5 of you. Who wants to do watches? I need 3 watches.
Well, Jericho would mention, I think that perhaps those of us who aren't as good at seeing at night should probably go first, just while there's still a little bit of moonlight or dusk, sky, whatever that is.
So like 3/5 of the party.
So,
Yeah,
since
Jericho
I-
blinks and realizes. Sorry, go ahead.
Since I don't sleep, do I get 1 watch or 2 watches?
How does your rest system work? I know you still
I
have
mean-
to rest. You're like a warforged. It's not like you don't get to not rest, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but it's 4 hours.
Yeah, so you get 2
pretty sure.
watches. Yeah. That's why I'm asking. Is it 4 or 6? Because warforges are 6 hours, and elves are 4. I don't know what your thing is.
All I know is that Juniper shouldn't do it by herself so she doesn't fall asleep.
It just like okay, so the way I'm thinking about this right now is it's just like I'm thinking because let's see, the only people in the party that currently have or dark vision is Jericho and Juniper, and would be Uvek, but you know he's not here. And does Gwendolyn have it? I don't think so. No, because
No.
she was
But-
the torch queen last time.
But Hemlock can also be up in like every watch.
Okay. Then what
Well,
I'm thinking.
to be fair, the way I rule familiars is because they are technically still in the mortal frame, they have to take rest to rest
Have
the
to take
body.
rest?
Yeah, because they have a physical body, right? They're still a creature.
I mean,
That's how I rule it. It doesn't say in the description one way or the other, but that's how, because they are that animal, that's how I rule it.
Does Dave need to rest?
couldn't they just take watches and then while we're traveling, they just rest?
Yeah, you can
So
do it that
then-
way. That's fine. I just think they need to take a rest at some point. I don't care how you do it. That's a way to do it, yeah.
So, how long have we been traveling? The full 8 hours?
Yeah, and then you take a rest, and then you'll reach... You're basically right outside Dolly's Farms area. You guys could push it and get there in another hour, but you might be risking a point of exhaustion if you do it that way.
I
probably
mean,
can't.
Hemlock would have just taken slept in like on top of or on Gwendolyn's shoulder or wherever he could as we're like making our way.
On her giant hat, or right inside it.
Inside the
So the way I'm thinking is like maybe what's it called here. I'm like typing it down right now.
Well, I can take 2.
Yeah.
So I can take. What?
And how many?
first
How many do we need in total? Like how
3.
many
You
watches?
need 3 watches.
3 watches. Okay. So I'm thinking Canyon and Juniper maybe first.
The most attentive.
Actually, yeah. No, I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. Wait. Shut up.
Girls' night out.
Girls' night out.
I can take first and last.
I think you should take 2 in a row. To be honest, that's just me.
But then it becomes nighttime in the middle.
I mean, technically,
yeah.
you're gonna have night regardless. Like,
Right.
nighttime lasts for more than like 8. Like, an average night's gonna be 8 hours, guys. Like, you're gonna be
Well,
dark
yeah.
for most of it.
Yeah, Micah can do like from the
But, to
evening
be
until
fair-
when the sun is like setting because of
to-
dim light.
To be fair, guys, as long as you light a fire, then you don't get the disadvantage.
Yeah, but then things know where we are.
Jericho is
Scares other
gonna.
things away.
Jericho will
we
do
doing
the
this
first
full
one
start?
alongside Gwendolyn, just because he still has the ability to at least. Oh, would I be able to use enhance ability on my wisdom as first watch?
You'd have to cast it twice, but yeah. Because obviously a watch has to last more than an hour, Judah.
Right. Okay, would I still be able to get a long rest at the end of the night, though?
Yes.
Okay,
But if you
it's
do
just
get
about
the point is,
Right.
you get ambushed, you're down 2 spell slots.
that makes sense. Okay,
If you're with Gwendolyn, you should be fine.
fair.
Anyone who's with Gwendolyn should be fine.
So basically, we're gonna put the dumb bitches with
The unwise bitches.
You have to be more
the
specific. than
unwise
that.
bitches. Fair. Let's see.
I don't think.
Canyon would just be happy to be with anyone.
She's just happy to be here.
How does this sound?
I still don't get night vision in the middle of the night, but
I mean, we could just flip it around, if anything.
I mean, again, guys, like half of you are, like, if you don't have night vision, you get disadvantage. If you have night vision, then it's flat. Or if you light a fire, everybody's flat.
That's fine.
yeah, are we doing this in pitch blackness?
Apparently.
What's-
Unless you guys
what's
want to
the
light a
one?
fire.
Are we in light of fire? I was saying.
I mean, the advantage of lighting a fire, like you say, someone might know where you are, but if you're caught with your pants down and you're in pitch black, the people without night vision are going to get ganked without being able to see what's happening.
And it's cold outside.
Yeah.
It's just reminding you, right? Like, I add that in, right? You guys will be black, like, literally blind.
Yeah.
We'll have a file. I mean,
I'm saying,
we'd
like,
have a.
again, the other thing, guys, don't worry too much about lighting fires and getting caught. You're not in, like, death zone territories. Unity's fairly safe, right?
If it comes to a vote, Canyon's voting to have a fire.
We'll have a file.
Yeah, we'll have a fire.
Like I said, the fire's less concerning. This isn't like a death land. Like, you guys, almost everybody camping out lights fires.
It's what he wants us to think, but there's death everywhere.
It's a Heath game.
Yeah,
There
we're
must
all
be death.
paranoid.
I mean, I won't deny the fact I've kind of,
Canyon's not paranoid, but we
traumatized us,
are all
yeah.
paranoid.
yeah. That wasn't
Also,
exact.
if we don't have a fire, everything is dim light for dark vision users, so we still get disadvantage.
True.
Fair.
Doesn't,
Yeah.
so it doesn't matter.
I guess, yeah,
And
that's
it's
right. You
cold.
would be blind, so you
God.
just have no visual. Anyways, so with that in mind, Gwendolyn Canyon can roll me your perception check-ins at the first watch.
That normal.
Ooh.
That normally, if you got the fire up, it's just normal.
We and
Perception, right?
Yes.
Love that.
She perceives nothing.
Canyon,
She
She's
seems-
writing in her journal. She's
Oh,
trying to
you know
in the firelight.
I'm gonna have Hemlock take all of them. He'll sleep for of it, so it'll take 2.
Okay. So the first few hours go about, nothing occurs. Canyon and Gwendolyn, if you do want to have a little RP, you may do so.
You sure you didn't want that sandwich?
That was so long ago.
I know, but I'm still thinking about it. I haven't seen you eat.
No, I'm fine. I don't really eat all that much, and what I do eat, I kind of... I just keep it to myself, really.
She seems to have a moment of realization. Go, oh.
Yeah,
Right.
I think you were one of the ones that figured out what she was.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, she
what made
forgot
me
about
funny.
it. But
I mean, Gwen doesn't know who did, but
I know
it's
you
pretty.
don't.
It's probably.
Start to add up.
she just forgot about it for a little bit. Don't worry about it.
I know Jericho doesn't know.
He'll never find out. He's not
He'll
observant to
never
notice she
find
doesn't
out.
eat.
End game, and she's gonna get knocked, and she's like, "Oh my god, she's dead! I can't bring her back." Fucking
This is
snaps
about
awake.
What happens is Uvek's gonna get mind controlled, and he's gonna smite her and just explode her on the spot. It's like, that was more effective than it should have been.
Thank you, Heath, for that imagery. It was wonderful.
That's only just an extra average of 4 damage. He's not gonna explode her on the spot.
I mean, at the level...
You're saying that now.
You're saying that now. Unless he crits, and then it's just all over.
Guys, stop talking.
That's
stop
anyone.
Stop talking
That's
about
anyone.
Gwendolyn exploding all over the place, okay?
Hello.
Yes.
As he hits her with his shaft and head.
Stop! I beg of you.
This is why we can't have women in D&D.
Right.
True.
To be fair, this would be doing the same joke if we said it was Jericho.
Yeah, but Jericho's a woman.
Jericho will not be exploding in anybody's direction anytime soon. Thank you very little.
He'd just be exploded on.
Wow, bitchless. How sad.
He's a bottom.
Yeah.
I couldn't in earnest defend him. That is just asking to fight a losing battle.
That was an entire silent second.
I sighed. I sighed to myself.
Well, as fun as that is a distraction, next one.
Yes.
Gwendolyn and Jericho. You may roll
Last
the-
thing she does is call Hemlock cute.
She calls Hemlock cute.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Here, you can have one of these.
Wakes everybody up.
He doesn't do it that loud. It's a soft, it's like...
Little toot. We're under attack!
Right.
Give him a
Wakes up,
seal.
cast Fireball, kills Hemlock again.
Hey, it probably won't kill Hemlock. It'll knock Gwendolyn unconscious.
Oh, that's right.
Hopefully it kills the drow, just saying.
Stop trying to kill my echoes. They're my only friends.
I
Goddamn.
like Dave, the others gotta go!
Bring that up to her in public.
No.
Anyways, Gwendolyn and Jericho, please roll me your perception checks.
Yeah. And me staring at my
That's a natural one. And that is horrible. Okay.
and
well,
this is
lied.
why I'm
Good luck.
casting invincibility on myself. yeah. And why does it have healing?
Oh, because it automatically does it for the
It's-
endurance.
The
That's
calm
lit.
one.
Okay, well I'm not doing that one. I am doing the Owl's Wisdom.
Accidentally does it on charisma.
Right. I can just scare everyone away.
Just do know that you have to cast it twice.
Yes. I'll take away another point afterward, but let's see. So wait, because am I doing this at an advantage
Yeah,
Because
it's an
I
advantage
know you.
because you
Okay.
have enhanced ability up, and there's a fire.
Yeah, okay. That was the thing I was trying to figure out. Where the fuck is it? Perception. Oh my god. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
I
it was
didn't
a
need it.
disadvantage.
Thank the Lord.
Cool.
I love how I got
Guys
you guys
decided to
so
fuck me.
paranoid on.
Hey, I'm not that paranoid. I'm just like, we just do watch.
I wasn't paying attention at all.
Jericho, you're sharp, man. You can kind of notice that Gwendolyn and Hemlock seem to be kind of dozing off.
Jericho just kind of like slowly pulls out his lute and just kind of lets out the tiniest little tune, just seeing if they actually do nod out and just kind of watching a little.
Hemlock falls asleep, but Gwendolyn doesn't. I'm not quite sure how Gwendolyn's rest
He's-
work, actually.
She's just spacing out.
Yeah.
She's just like staring into the fire.
You know, just disassociating a little
You,
bit. It's
you like do that like 3 times, and then she finally turns. Oh, yes.
So, I had a question for you, if you don't
Mm.
mind. So, I was wondering, when did you meet Hemlock?
I
You
met
both
him-
seem very. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
You both seem very close, and well, I know that you seem to really enjoy your time alone and things like that. But you know, he's always alongside with you, so I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. You seem to be very close.
I've known Hemlock for about, I think, a couple of months now. Before
Really?
even we got to Unity, we were traveling together. So,
She like pauses for a moment, kind of stares into the fire, and it's back over towards you.
I met him at the Grove. Well, let's just say I don't have many fond memories of that place.
At Grove?
Yes, at a grove, like a witch's grove.
Oh. Well, we certainly don't have to talk about it. I don't want you to revisit any particularly unpleasant memories or anything.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's nice, you know, that you have a friend, and that no matter if you are doing whatever, I suppose, unless it's one of those instances where he gets and he kind of makes this little explosion noise with his mouth and like a little, just poof with his like hands. Then kind of like nervously fidgets with his instrument. Unless that happens, but from what I understand, familiars of the sort, they can always come back, just with a sort of ritual.
Yeah. It's been a pain, but I think I should be. I've learned a new thing that should be able to help him stay around a little bit more at maybe a cost of my own vitality, but it should be
You-
alright.
Your vitality is taken by bringing him up?
No, I've. This is a new thing that I'm, I guess, trying to work on. Let's just say now that if
Hemlock takes damage, I can take the damage for him
Oops,
instead.
sorry.
It does
Interesting.
mean that, for example, if we're hit with a spell that affects the both of us, I take twice the amount of damage. So it's a little bit more riskier for me, but it at least allows me to keep him around.
Right. Well, if that ever happens, I'll be sure to heal you up. You can count
I
on
know
me.
this forest. Sorry.
It's like standard forest map.
This forest was where we nearly died.
Oh yeah! When
Oh,
the
this
board
forest.
members.
Fear.
Oh my god.
Now I'm intrigued.
At this point, though, Jericho, you can kind of hear a sound, someone shouting out for help all of a sudden.
Jericho was, playing a little lightly on his lute before he just very abruptly stops, and kind of stiffens up and starts looking around. Gwendolyn, do you hear that?
No?
Someone's in danger.
We should probably check that out then.
We should. Yes, I mean, I don't want to, but they're yelling for help, so. Jericho will move to wake the others up.
Nope, wrong soundtrack.
What is it?
Somebody in a bit of a distance, they're yelling for help, and we need to help them.
In which direction? Towards the farm?
Is it towards the farm?
Yeah, it's towards the farm area.
It is, yeah.
Alright. Michael will get up and just kind of lightly kick at anyone else who is still asleep.
5 more minutes.
No, you're getting up now. Kicks a little harder.
Damn.
I love Micah so much.
Micah's such a bitch.
She gets up and pouts at Micah.
It's a little harder, bitch.
Michael will give Canyon just like the raised eyebrow, though in dim light can see it, but Micah, you know Micah's face by this point.
I feel like I'm being judged and I can't even see you.
I roll and unamused, I bet.
So anyways, as you guys get everyone up and hearing that, you just hear once again the shouts going, help, help, help!
Is there any other noises aside from shouting?
No.
Where is that coming from?
I mean, on the map for you guys,
I know.
it'd be to the south, but for the purposes that I just have it loaded up, I'll poke things up as when you approach. You aren't
Yeah,
technically
okay.
here yet.
I'm gonna send Hemlock 70 feet up, flying towards that direction.
Hey, roll me a perception check.
Whee. Okay, Hemlock.
Oh,
It's hard to see past all the trees,
Uh,
but you do. Hemlock will pick up on the help signal and kind of, because the person's not trying to hide. Hemlock kind of eventually takes a bit and eventually sees what looks to be a young Tabaxi girl.
Does she look
shouting at the
familiar?
woods.
does she leave me?
No, she does not. She looks completely different.
Okay.
As this one seems to be a kind of white leopard print Tabaxi.
So pretty.
But she's
That is-
wearing Jade.
she must be
clothes.
adorable.
And she tends to also, but, you know what, I'll let you, you're all crap perception check, that's all you can see.
Oh, she's
No image for you.
Yeah, no image until you guys get closer.
I'll fly Hemlock closer down since he sees her.
She looks over, it's like, let's just, she's ignoring it, it's just a bird in the forest, she doesn't fucking care.
Hello.
Oh, she freaks out and looks. Oh, what the? Who are you?
My name is Hemlock. You were calling for help. Are you alright?
My brother. I need help.
Sure. Where is he?
He fell down a hole.
Alright. Fly over, take a look.
In the hole, you see what looks to be a tiny little child of a knoll.
Oh, look at him! He got a little backpack.
This is what you see.
Anyways,
I
we're
love
adopting
him.
this one now too.
I love him. I love him. I already
Those
love
big
hyenas,
eyes.
so gnolls are so good.
And for sake of that's the sister.
We are
How deep-
adopting them both, thank you.
How deep is the hole?
It looks about like 15 or so feet. The kid looks like he twisted his ankle.
And it's just a normal hole.
It looks like a pit trap. Hence why it's so deep. Like, it looks like it's catch animals, right? Like an animal pit.
Yeah.
As we're heading out, I would be casting my dancing lights, like, kind of like forward, like, as we're following up.
Yeah, as you guys approach, you see the Baxi girl looking about as you guys approach. Just, oh, who's there?
We're help! We just heard your calls. Here's out.
My brother fell down the hole. You want to help, please?
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Hemlock's flown down and it's just kind of like checking over to see if he's okay.
You just see a little knoll
Jericho's
boy.
just...
He's just kind of crying as he's sobbing because he's twisted his ankle.
It's okay. It's okay. We have friends coming over. They'll help any moment now.
Jericho jumps down the hole.
Seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
Micah was like partway
Oh,
through,
Jer-
like taking
Jericho
out
just
rope
goes
from the
running
bag.
and leaping down a hole, guys. Jericho,
Meow.
you take 3 points of damage.
Jericho, he
You won't
lands.
die alone.
No, he lands and like kind of like because he landed running, right? So he kind of like limps a little bit. It's just like stuck the landing, right? Oh. Hi.
Did you fall down the hole too?
Oh no. I didn't fall. It was a very voluntary and maybe a little stupid jump.
And he kind of like pops his hip.
Oh, you poor thing. Are you all right?
I want to go home.
Oh, we're gonna take you home. Just one moment. We need to get you back to your sister, right?
Cass is up there still?
Yes, she's been waiting, trying to find some help for you. You've got a really good big sister.
Okay.
DM.
Yes.
Can Micah's gonna hand over their 50 feet of rope to Canyon, but then they're gonna
Canyon
start.
started pulling out hers.
Oh, perfect. And they're gonna just kind of take a look around the perimeter, since this is very much like specifically a pitfall trap.
Sure, roll
Yeah.
me. What are you looking for exactly, though, Zachy? Are you okay? Let me put it this way: are you looking to see what the pitfall's about, or are you looking for any sort of animals or approaching enemies?
Approaching enemies, like if anyone was like waiting for something to,
Okay, that's a
get
perception
into
check.
them.
Okay.
I have a check I want to do as well. I'll say whenever.
Performance check? You already failed it to land in the hole.
You don't know that. Stop metagaming.
Okay, what did you want to do, Jericho?
Jericho wants to use his still enhanced sight and wisdom to search for a way to
roll
potentially
me a
climb
con
out.
save.
Yes. Please fail. It'd be so funny.
Oh god.
He falls and he just feels like he lost his glasses.
Jinkies, my glasses!
I can't see it. Aw, damn it.
Okay, you
fine. I still
passed,
have
so
it.
you still have it. Yeah. Sure. Roll me a perception check.
All right. Ooh. Yeah!
As much as that is, it's a pit trap. This thing was designed to catch animals. There's no, like, easy way out.
And he kind of just raises his voice a little bit. It seems as though that this area is rather deep. Maybe if one of you have rope, you could maybe help us out?
Working on it. Kenyon's gonna go see if any of these trees over here are, like, sturdy.
I mean, they're all pretty sturdy. They're full trees.
Yeah, she's gonna tie one end of the rope around the trunk of one and then throw the other end down the pit.
So yeah, Jericho, a rope kind of smacks you in the face.
Yeah, that kind of does, and just kind of like doesn't throw him for a loop, but he's frail, you know. But Jericho kind of tests by kind of pulling on the rope, and then Jericho walks over to the kid, and it's just, let's get you home, yeah. And he's gonna use Healing Word on the child. How bad does the child look hurt? Actually, is a better question.
He's got like a D6 worth of damage, considering that's the
Okay.
fall.
Well, let's heal it up.
That's the meta knowledge of it. I didn't roll the
Heal.
damage because I don't want to accidentally kill the kid.
Oh, nice.
Ah, nice. The minimal damage heals.
Yes.
It's all you need. All you needed was minimal. Yep. Kid looks all healed up as his ankle kind of pops back into place.
Now, do you need help climbing up the rope?
Maybe. I'm not good at climbing.
Ah, don't worry.
Jericho internally.
Me neither.
Kenyon will be waiting at the top, offering a hand if any of them look like they need it.
Well, let's see how far he gets first. Jericho, roll me an athletics check with disadvantage because you're helping Pip up.
I'm guessing the hole's not.
Jericho's. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Jericho's gonna guidance himself.
Oh boy.
But I'm guessing the hole is too deep for Jericho to just hold the kid over his head and Kenyon grab it.
It might be possible. It's 15 feet.
Oh, then hell no, it's not possible. That's big.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's a
All
15-foot drop. So yeah, it's like unless Jericho is like a beastly man, like
Oh,
Uvek
no.
might have handled it. So the good news is, Jericho, you don't like fall 10 feet and take another d6 of damage and land on a small
Hey.
child.
Hey, I got a 12. Hey.
Okay, that's enough. 10 was the minimal. You have a rope.
Wait. Okay, better idea. Does Kenyon have proficiency on athletics?
I mean, you made it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
T-
Okay.
10 is what you needed, Judah.
Okay.
You got a
Yeah.
rope. It's not
She
that hard to
does,
climb.
though.
It's only a 15-foot rope climb. Oh, that's what's happening. There we go.
I think it's really funny because I rolled the twins earlier, so it's the idea of these two orcish children trying to help them up is very, yeah.
Wholesome.
So as you
Wholesome.
see Jericho get up with Pip, you see the little girl run over and hug her brother. Goes, Pip, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. The nice man helped me. Pip, you gotta be careful where you are. And okay, Cash. By the way, now that you guys have had a closer look and you look at the pair of the siblings, you start noticing some odd things about the Tabaxi. It's like her ears are kind of more dog-shaped than cat-shaped.
Cat
And
dog.
Pip's got like just a little bit of whiskers.
Just a wee bit.
Really quick, but do you? Where are your parents? Why are you both in the middle of the woods?
They kinda look like they don't want to say. Roll me a persuasion check, Jericho.
Oh, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
If you had nat 1, I would have laughed so hard.
I would have too. I would have too. No, Jericho still has the mother hen energies pumping through him.
The two of them look embarrassed. Goes, we was out trying to look for the missing people.
Oh, little heroes, aren't you?
We try to help. Yeah, but then we found down this hole.
Are your parents one of the missing people? Are the missing people?
No, they're back at the farm.
Then they must be worried about ya.
Yeah.
Well, I think that it was very admirable of you to go out and on your own and try to find these people. It's very, very admirable, but you have to think. You have people that are worrying and caring about you every day, and probably more so than they ever have been today, because they don't know where you are. I mean, your sister was scared just from you falling down. You can only imagine what your parents must be feeling like, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well... And he kind of looks back over towards the others. Maybe we should get them home.
How do you know how far away your home is?
It's not far.
I'm sure your parents would be worried sick. Well, if we travel there, we'd probably...
You would not lose your long rest. No, you wouldn't.
No? Okay.
You would be able to take your long... You'd have to continue your long rest.
Yeah.
But it's
But it's
not
fine.
far enough that it would break it.
Okay.
So, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just wanted to check. I made my roll earlier. Does Micah see anything?
Oh yeah, no,
Okay.
Mike, everything's clear. There's nothing dangerous in the area, thankfully.
Cool. Alright, continue.
Just gonna get you guys all up together so I can copy paste you easier.
Is there... so there was nothing else aside from, like, looking for people? There wasn't anything suspicious either?
Nothing you guys could... I mean, that's an investigation check.
Maybe the children are mimics.
Oh!
Kenyon will go and untie the rope from the tree and take it back.
Children are mimics.
Micah will also take back their rope. Get him! We got the ropes, guys. Time to tie him up.
Right.
It's time to kidnap the children.
Hit him with Moonbeam for the vibes.
For the vibe.
The two children explode.
Will they
In my
pass the vibe
defense-
check?
In
We
my
already
defense,
have
Your
one
Honor.
bad boy.
In my defense, Your Honor. Their vibes were off.
To be fair, I had enough child murder in my game last night, so...
Oh my god.
Love that sentence.
Hey, I was a player. That wasn't my fault. One of the players killed a 13-year-old who had a pitchfork.
That's a vibe.
He probably had bad vibes. Deserved.
Hit potential cultist vibes, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
just a
okay, so
little.
he was like that fucking little shit from Battle Rock. Got it.
Not
then
really!
No.
And then
Oh,
someone else killed a bunch of other people, and then that person who killed the child took all the blame.
Yep.
got it.
And my character was very upset because another orphan was made and he ended up losing more gold because of it.
No.
Yeah, someone made the orphan, but someone else got the blame for making the orphan.
Anyways, besides the fact you guys are Pip and Cass, as you have been, as they mentioned their names, lead you back to their farm. When you get back there, you see a pair of figures calling out, as apparently the parents discovered their missing children, or their children were missing. As you come to this fairly nice farm, and I know you're gonna recognize this one as well, and gonna have more PTSD.
Oh no. Is it
Yes.
that one?
Is it that farm?
Hmm?
Is it the
Is it the Horde farm?
It's the Horde
Just
farm.
a spoon.
Oh lord. Okay,
Just
so
a
Lion.
spoonful of trauma makes the memories go down. The memories go down. Memories go down.
So just for context, Lion, our Horde campaign in which we were like monster races and stuff, right? We needed to rank up by raiding this little farmhouse, right? And should be easy enough. However, one of our party members decided it was a good idea to try to steal one of the donkeys, fails in making stealth check and decides to have like a little rodeo bronco show happening, which wakes up the farmers. One of the farmers has like a gun.
Oh my
and
god.
Somehow that family was fucking us up. It was embarrassing and we had to run away.
The donkey fucking knocked him out.
No, the donkey knocked him out.
The donkey showed exactly how closely related it is to zebras.
Yeah, the donkey honestly was the boss of the night. Like the farmers were already fucking us up. The donkey, for some reason, was the boss and was kicking our asses.
It was horrible. Yeah, that was the thing. We were basically monster races, a part of like this huge monster horde thing. It was great.
I had to erase that from my mind. Thank you for.
You're welcome.
You weren't part of that horrific event, Store.
No, I had the
Horde campaign in general.
not the whole campaign in general, just the goblin.
Oh, yeah. Fair.
And then everything that came after it, I was like, oh god.
It was a thing. Any case, so as you guys approach the farm, you do see this one black tabaxi woman calling out, Cass, Pip, Incarnation, where are you two? Followed by a Knoll man going, Tarnation kids, get yourselves down here, where are you? As you see these two lovely people.
I'm sorry, Paul. Promise I'll never do it again.
That's the Knoll dad.
Handsome.
I like his hat.
Here's the Tabaxi mom.
Oh, I love her.
Pretty mommy.
Lions, we heard that smash. That was on sight.
If you can have your feet, I can have a cat.
First of all, I don't have a feet thing.
He has a foot thing.
I do not!
Anyways,
yes. As you guys see them approaching, they notice you. Goes, there they are! And you see the two parents running towards the kids. They go, Ma, sorry, Pa. As they look ashamed and a little bit embarrassed about.
Yeah, this is cute music.
As they look over, and they see the five of you approach as well. It's like, Tarnation, who are all of you?
Well, we were just some passing by travelers, more or less, but, well, actually, wait, sorry, let me start over. We are on a bit of a, I guess, inquisition of sorts? Investigation. Yeah, that's the word.
we're here to help find the missing people.
Yeah, that's it. And we happened to come across your kids on the way there.
You see the father look at, Tarnation, you two, what sort of trouble did you get yourselves into? Sorry, Pa. We just was going out looking to see if we could help.
We found them in the pitfall. Luckily, it wasn't too steep.
I told you kids that there be traps about. We are trying to take care of monsters. I told you not to go outside the farm. Pa, get to bed now before I tan your hides. Okay, Pa. As you see the kids kind of go into their rooms. Sorry about that. Them kids are causing me ulcers. Then next thing you know, I'll be turning gray.
That is no problem. We're glad to help, but I just wanted to let you know, you're raising some rather good kids. The fact that they cared enough to go out and look for... Well, I'm sure you must have known some of the folk around here, decently, but the fact that they tried, it's beautiful.
I mean, it's all good that they're trying, but they're children. You don't know there are people going missing. I just saying they gotta take responsibility. They're worrying their ma to death. Now, Red,
Jericho-
that's okay. As you see, they
Jericho's-
actually walk up to him. Jericho, yeah.
Jericho's lip twitches just once, but he keeps his composure, if that's the right word, and just kind of nods along.
Well, I appreciate your help, strangers. Heck, it's late. I tell you what, why don't you spend a night with us?
Oh, well, we'd hate to impose.
Don't. Tarnation, you saved our kids. There ain't no imposition. Here, come here. And you see Kit grab you and start dragging you into the house.
She's probably stronger than him.
That's a plus.
Jericho gets tractor beamed into the fucking house.
As you guys are
Carried.
brought into the house following the farming couple, you do see that they have a old mastiff dog just lying down next to the fire.
Doggy.
Jericho immediately no, here. There is a simple thing. Impulse check. Alright. Jericho sees it, he stiffens up, but then he relaxes and just rubs his hands together.
Aww.
You just look up and go, "Roo," and just kind of go.
Another impulse check. No.
Oh my god, look at this! Look at this! You got an old man dog!
Jericho goes to pet the pupper.
He kind of looks
Nope.
over at you. Because it's a big dog, right? It like wanders up to you, and as you go to pet it, it does that whole like old dog thing where it jumps up on its hind legs, but it's so big, its like paws are on your shoulders and looks you right in the eyes.
Oh my god, yeah!
Now kiss.
Dance!
Jericho dances with the dog just a little bit. Because this is an older dog, so he doesn't want to push it, but at the same time, this is like the most serotonin he's ever had in like a month.
Tarnation, Rover, leave the guest alone!
Roll a performance check for how good the dance is. God.
Sure, Jericho, go for it.
Oh my god.
Can we get a performance check for the doggo too? Wow!
Jericho carries the performance.
Understood.
The dog goes is okay.
The dog follows along.
Roo.
Jericho somehow gets the dog to do a twirl.
Somehow.
Katie just starts a little soft clapped to a beat for the dance.
This dance lasts for
There
like
you go, right
literally
here.
5 to 10 seconds. But yeah, no. Jericho composes himself. He's still smiling really brightly though. And
For a cat
steps
boy, you're a dog
away.
man.
Literally, die and shut up at the same time.
You say that like I wasn't saying that in character.
I hope not. But yeah, no. Jericho's just
Well, and you have a lovely dog. But dogs are not the reason why we. Yeah. I guess it kind of looks back towards the rest of the group. Should we ask them some questions about the disappearances?
It may happen the morning after they rested, considering all that's happened.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Michael will look at the parents. Thank you so much for the hospitality. We would like to ask a few questions about what's been happening, but in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'll tell you what, well, my old Kit here, and he looks over at his wife. Well, I'll cook you up a nice farm breakfast for all your assistance.
Oh, we couldn't possibly trouble you.
Oh, heck, that's the least we can do.
Thank you very much.
Well, the least you can do is just let me know, and maybe I can help.
Well, perhaps.
Just wake me up before the others, if you can.
Of course. And then they open their room, and in the room you do see what looks to be a baby crib.
Beep beep.
Because I know you're going to want to see the picture.
Baby.
Impulse check.
You're going to see this little guy sitting in a bed.
Kitten baby. Kibby.
Burrito roll.
I name thee Kibby.
This looks like
Kitten baby.
looks like more of animals being shoved into a pipe to be fired out of.
Ah yes, cat bazooka.
Cat bazooka.
The cat.
Dude, I love cat food.
It's a catapult.
Catapult.
Yes. Yes.
A family of cats owning a giant dog.
Jericho just like
I
lets
mean,
out a
technically
dog
it's
whistle.
dogs and cats owning a dog.
Yeah, hyenas aren't dogs.
They're closer to dogs and cats.
Oh, right, hyena. One is in hyena. I forgot. I forgot.
I think hyenas are part of the canine family.
I was thinking of only like the mom cat.
They're not members of the dog or cat families, actually.
Yeah, they're actually closer to cats. Or well, like. Oh wait, sorry. You know what you said. I was not listening.
Slightly more related to cats than dogs, but not part of either family.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're special little chompers.
Special chwonkers.
I finally loaded it. It's a game.
But yeah, Jericho lets out a near dog whistle of a squeal, just a very quiet, very high pitched one. This is the cutest damn thing. Yeah. But Jericho does not want to wake him up, so he's gonna sneak past.
Me too, Jericho. Me too.
Yeah, you guys can find yourselves in the living room and make beds yourselves down.
Or you're just
Jericho
gonna
sleeps with the dog.
I was about to say the dog is still
Yeah.
rolled up next to the fireplace, Jericho.
Jericho is absolutely spooning the Mastiff. I don't care.
Nice and cozy.
Doggo.
Doggo.
Yeah, I knew you guys would love these characters.
This is what you were talking about.
Indeed, they were a big hit last time I used them too. The last time I played this game. But as you guys spend the night sleeping, you girls get your full rest in as the morning comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, do the cats look at Hemlock in any which way, or they're just fine?
The cat's back.
Kitty, another one.
Eve,
Pardon?
do the cats look at Hemlock in any particular way, or he's fine?
They're tabaxis! They're
I
not
don't know.
cats!
They're civilized. Do you see humans
They're
drooling at
civilized.
bananas?
Well,
Humans other than me, I really like bananas.
Okay.
they're more civilized than dust.
Tabaxis aren't like, bird eat. Like, they are humanoid, right?
Speak for your.
But they had
your
an
own
actual
characters.
cat. I thought they had an.
Some of
actual
us
cat.
No,
are feral.
they have an actual dog, and Clara's a baby. Tabaxi.
Okay.
A kibby.
That's why it's in a cradle. Most people don't put kittens in cradles.
Again, speak for yourself.
I did say the word most,
I know.
and the Mastiff doesn't seem to care about Hemlock.
That's
What about the ghost cat that's now here?
Yeah, that's the bigger question.
That's actually a funny thing. Just dogs slightly capable of noticing these spirits.
Oh,
Yeah, actually, you
all
know what's
pets
really
definitely
funny right now is if Jericho is snuggled up next to the dog and now the cat form is in him, the cat is now snuggling on the dog.
Oh my
Actually-
god, we can coexist.
I think it's just like Jericho spoon, like Jericho big spoon mastiff, mastiff big spoon Invisicat.
It's a circle of spoons.
Yes.
There you go, right
Oh.
here. This is
Alas. Sorry, go ahead.
as all the dogs and cats are snuggling together. Anyway, so yeah, you got your cat form on, and morning comes as the family wakes up.
Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo.
As the two kids run out, and go, "Thanks for helping us earlier, sir." As Pip runs up to you, Jericho, and just kind of tugs on your pant leg.
Jericho kneels and puts a hand on Himp's head and gives it a little ruffle, maybe like a half a second longer than he probably should. But thankfully, Blessed Hands mentioned that this is a thing that typically happens with like children and whatnot. Yeah. So yes. So Jericho's just like, well, of course, heroes have to help heroes.
Yeah. He looks kind of proud and happy. You kind of see Cass just kind of look, give you that little bit, or the mom Kit look over at you with a bit of a look of like, you really shouldn't be encouraging him.
Jericho takes a moment to just like hide his face from, and he's just like, immediately his face changes from like, oh, he's so cute smile to, oh my gosh, I'm sorry.
This just gave me like callbacks to last night when fucking the group was trying to make a child a ninja.
Oh my god, what?
The group, and by the group you mean Brightburn.
No, last night's game we ran into a random kid, and then we started the party just started talking, turning him into a ninja.
Bruh.
So yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jericho will leave the kid and help chop up the vegetables, do the thing.
As you got, she's basically giving you bacon and eggs
Hell yeah.
with some hash.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Call the
Potatoes.
ultimate wife guy, except he is the wife.
He's such a male wife. No.
Anyways, as you guys get your food, she starts serving everybody's plates as you guys start to eat. And Rex kind of looks over. So you all said you had yourselves some questions for us.
Currently
What was the name
mouthful.
What was the name of the dude that we met again? The disheveled guy?
Albert.
Yeah.
Albert. Okay. Yes, we ran into one of your, I assume, neighbors, Albert.
Oh, you're in Albert. So you're from the... Wait a minute, that can't be right. He couldn't have got there that fast.
From where?
What?
Well, the head church, that's where he was going.
Oh, no, we weren't. Where were we again?
What do you mean? When did he leave?
A couple days ago.
Right, and you're saying he couldn't have got there that fast?
He was supposed to go to the church, and we weren't at the church.
Oh, I thought
How
you meant-
close were we to the church?
You guys
back
are
at the
literally
end?
at the halfway point. He would have gone to the church today.
Gotcha.
Right, so he's not expected to be back for another 3 days.
Okay.
At
No,
best.
we came from the town halfway through. And
Oh,
that's
you're
where
from
we ran into him.
Summer Spring.
Yes.
Oh, well, I guess there was a coincidence. Like, what were you doing there? Usually there ain't so many bold adventuring types in there.
We had to take care of another strange anomaly that had occurred in the town.
Woo-wee, another one! Everything's going crazy in the sense ever since the Unity got back to this main world.
As it seems. But could you possibly give us more information about these disappearances. All he was able to tell us was that people were gone.
I mean, I suppose, what sort of information you looking for?
Abnormalities, any strange behaviors, any clues. Did they just leave the stove on and then they disappeared? Were there somebody new in town that came by that seemed suspicious?
Nobody new that we saw. As far as things being missing, well, I don't recall anything being stoves on. Mind you, as most of the folk here didn't find out they were missing. We don't even know how long they were missing for. We just know they weren't at one of the town meetings. We went to go check on them, and they were all gone.
We were told that 2 families have gone missing. Are there any members of the same household who are still here?
Unfortunately, nobody from the households are there. If you're referring to well, I guess I could start by telling you who went missing. You think that'll be useful?
Sure. Micah's gonna look at Kenyon and kind of gesture notebook.
She already has it out.
Sweet. I should get my notes too in Google Drive.
Yeah.
The first couple that we were aware went missing were old Jeb and Eliza. They were an older farm couple that used to live out off the west coast area of the town. Unfortunately, though, they we didn't think anything about it when they didn't show up for a bit. I mean, they're elderly. Sometimes they like to stay home. But when one of the people went there to go check on them, as we do once in a while, they weren't there anymore. Entire place, no signs of a struggle or anything, but everybody was just missing. Animals, too.
Animals?
Yep.
Just a few of them, or of the entire property?
No, they only had a couple, so...
Interesting.
Yeah, they had a... What was it? Oh, they had a donkey. I had to do that just to terrify you guys.
Screaming, crying, throwing up.
And a couple chickens went missing.
Could you name them again, DM?
Jeb and Eliza.
Yeah.
Jeb and Eliza, West Coast, Aminals, Donkey Chimkin.
As for the rest of them, well, let's see. The other family that went missing, actually, there's a bit of a tragedy. It was a young couple. They just got married. That was Glug and Rug.
Glug and Rug.
They were meant for each other.
They sound gay. Good for them.
They
Good
were.
for them.
It was a pair of orcmen.
Amazing. Good for them.
They're like, our names kind of match. Let's fuck.
And then
Alabama
they did.
style.
Then get married.
This is the South. Equivalency of.
Both of their names were John, you know? Like, John was an incredibly common name. It was bound to happen.
John and Jason Jingleheimer Smith.
But yeah, they were living down by the left farm, the southern farm, actually.
Jake and Jacob.
They were actually our neighbors. They went missing.
When?
Well, we found out they were missing day before last. Now we know they disappeared just that night though, because we saw them just before.
So they disappeared 2 days ago?
Basically the day that Guy left, that was the day they went missing.
So 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Or a day and a half, almost.
Yeah, about 2 days ago.
Juniper, were you saying something?
And when
Yeah,
did Jeb... Sorry.
No, you can finish.
And Jeb and Eliza disappeared when... It's just I'm taking note.
They're not sure when they were missing. They were only discovered the missing the day before those two were missing. But they could have been missing longer because nobody had seen them, but nobody thought it was out of ordinary. So they were missing for 5 days, but nobody thought anything of it until they checked, obviously. And that was 3 days ago.
Okay.
And then the next day, the other two went missing.
Okay, that's all my questions for now.
Yeah.
You said that all their animals and everything were also gone. Did they have missing belongings as well, or?
As far as we could tell, everything was there.
So it's not like they packed up a bag and just left suddenly.
No, nobody. I mean, if they had left like that, I think we might have noticed something, but they were just gone.
No food either?
All the food was there.
Except the chickens.
So, from what I'm understanding, is that anything that was alive was what was taken.
It seems that way.
And did you notice anyone else? Did either of them have kids? Family?
Yeah, unfortunately, luckily there weren't any kids in there this time around, but I mean, I suppose the only one you might want to really ask is maybe old Tabitha. She might have some more clues. She's more into this sort of weird, strange happenings.
Well, do you happen to know if there was anyone else who disappeared, or is it just so far these 4?
At the moment, just the 4. Though I have heard people have been going missing all over Unity.
Really?
You're aware of that. That was in the newspapers.
Yeah, he's letting it soak in.
Gotcha.
Where does this Tabitha live?
Oh, old Tabitha lives right on the edges of the lake. Can't miss her. She's got a little hut down there.
Then we'll be sure to ask. We'll keep in touch, and we will update anyone if we do find anything.
It's good. I mean, if you also need to meet the people, the town square, we could call a meeting if you want to meet everybody to discuss things.
That actually would be even more helpful.
Oh, I'll see about setting that up for tomorrow then. We'll need a bit of time to get everybody together.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're so welcome. You're here to help.
Indeed we are.
Well, good on you. And he kind of just like slaps you on the shoulder.
He takes
Gets
it.
knocked over. Or not.
Slaps you in the face.
Yes.
Ragdolls through the floor.
Ragdoll physics.
Well, he tries to slap my Echo on the shoulder.
Gary's mod collision noises.
Oh yeah, I did ask in chat, but did they give my Echo breakfast?
Yeah, they probably put food in front of it, not knowing what the hell an echo is.
Let's go.
More for Kenya.
More of a
No, she's trying to make the Echo eat it.
The echo doesn't eat it. Also, the food in front of Gwendolyn is untouched.
More for the Mastiff.
If they offered her some, she would have been like, no, it's fine.
I think probably would have made you a plate without even asking.
That's...
And even though Jericho helped and knew this information, he forgot.
Like
He forgot.
it's kind of country folk,
He
man. They
forgot.
just assumed everybody was going to eat.
Micah will ask for a container to go.
You just see the dog walk over to Gwendolyn's table, jump up on the table, eat the food right from under.
This
I'm
is
glad you were able
beautiful.
to get your salad.
She says, like, under her breath.
Well,
All right.
in the case, I guess I'll have to give the farm a break for the day. I'll go around gathering people. Of course, if the 5 of you want to go do something, feel free. Or you can stay at the farm, your choice.
Well, we ought to get going at least for a little bit. We could at least talk to Tabitha before the town meeting.
That sounds fair. Come back here tonight, rest up for the night, and Tabitha will be able to help you up.
Would it be possible that we could also be escorted to the homes of these people? Mayhap we could find some clues there.
Of course, I can. I'll tell you what, when you come back from Tabitha's place, I'll be done making my rounds telling everybody, so I can take you to the homes afterwards.
Wonderful.
Right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well then,
Well-
is everyone ready?
I am ready and full.
You sure you don't want to eat there, honey? You look nothing like skin and bones. Looks at you, Gwendolyn.
No, I'm fine, thank you.
Are you sure? I mean, you got to put some meat on them bones, girl.
She unfortunately has some dietary restrictions.
Oh, tarnation! I wish I knew. I could have made something. You wanted them there, Vogans?
Excuse me, what?
People don't eat meat or like animal products. Vogans.
Okay.
They mean
News to me.
vegan.
No, it's fine. I have my own things, thank you.
Okay, what about your silent friend there, Missy? He just seems to be looking blankly at the food with his mouth open, going. I don't know what's going on there.
Oh, Hemlock would have just been eating the food.
Yeah, I was for the Canyon's echo, obviously. He's just a haunted ghost face of like, I died and I know it.
He's having a bit of stomach trouble. He's just not really feeling it. Sorry, it's no insult to your cooking. It was lovely. He's just a little ill.
Oh,
He's not feeling it, Mr. Crunch.
would he like some baking soda in a glass? I know that could help the stomach.
Oh, don't worry. With time will pass.
He just needs to stop being so difficult, but we're working on it. Oh, he can make sounds now. Okay.
You just hear this like whispering wind as it just blows through the body. You're not sure if it's wind. You're not sure if he's making sound or just the air is echoing through his hollow frame of ghost form.
Oh, that is an improvement.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Zaku.
Words. How does Jericho react to this drow guy moaning?
Jericho is intentionally blocking him out of his mind, weaponizing his negative wisdom.
I do not perceive him.
He is. I'll say he's hot for a drow man.
Doesn't matter.
Wow. That's so unlike you.
Maybe when they stop praising and having sex with spider people, you know.
Well,
You don't know this
kink
guy's
shaming,
history.
I kink shame.
Racist.
racist
And
and kink
proud.
shaming, and proud.
Don't be don't hurt the arachnosexuals, Judah.
Oh no.
You should see. Never mind.
Good.
Now you gotta.
It's
Now I'm
more
curious.
from the Lego Monkey Kid show. That is the same one that the profile picture I have is of.
I've seen an episode. I saw the opening movie of that.
Hold on, let me find her.
Oh.
It's the
looks like
Wukong
it
Lego
would-
show.
It kind of looks like it was made by like Teen Titan. Character
It's actually
designers.
very good.
Yeah, I heard it's amazing. That's why I kind of watched the first bit of it. It's actually not bad.
Cool.
Yeah. Let me find who I'm talking about. Anyway,
Also,
continue.
I'm a Son Wukong fucking like fanboy. I love all Son Wukong shit, with the exception of that Netflix abomination. But
Let's continue, please.
yeah,
Some of the Lego movies actually, series are actually pretty good.
no, they're really good. Anyways, let's like I said, we'll do this after the game. So where are you guys
Hello?
going then?
Tabitha.
So you guys are going to go to Tabitha's first.
Yeah. Gonna go to Tabitha, and then when we're done, we'll head back, and then we'll go to the house, I guess.
Second, I'm gonna loop you up, group you all up together to move you over the new map. So you guys start wandering towards where you were told Tabitha lives. You come across this like forest, this area, and you come across this one like little tiny stream with a bridge. You see a little cute little cabin area in the approaching. 1 second, I also have to make sure the daylight's on and not night vision, so you guys can see what the hell's happening on the map. As you guys make your way towards Tabitha's. And as you kind of see about, you see this little area in a home. You may approach at will.
It's completely dark for me.
Oh, 1 second. It is completely white for me.
Token.
I hear water.
Yeah, it's weird. 1 second. Loads.
This
something.
music. Golly
We're
G
waiting.
by Kevin
There we go.
MacLeod.
While we're waiting, I can post Spider Queen.
Spider Queen. Golly Gee whiz.
Golly. Golly,
So,
wake up,
as you guys can see this whole house before you.
That nature ASMR. No!
Not my Spider Queen. Ah, yes, the Spider Queen from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy.
God. That's how Micah holds their hands sometimes when they're listening to the others converse,
can
but they
believe
aren't
it.
super interesting.
Is that just not default? Why is that sometimes?
You know what? You're right. That is default.
Anyways, as you guys see the home,
We'll walk over the bridge.
Yes.
I'll take a look around.
Oh, that's cool. The sound effect of water is relative to your position.
Oh.
Sweet.
I can't move. It says game pause. Like, I can't fucking move.
what?
You probably
Skill
can't
issue.
read.
Yeah, you gotta reload.
Yeah.
Right.
Skill issue.
Bar set too high.
What mod is that? That's cool.
This came with the map. It's not a mod. It's just something of this thing the programs you automatically. So you can set up the sound effects.
That's neat.
I
wonders
guess I
of
just
mods.
never fiddled around with sound.
I mean, I did it. This is a pre-made map. It just happened to have that automatically there.
Oh.
That's why I load a lot of these pre-made maps, is because they do all the work for me and then some.
No need to put in the walls yourself.
Yep, or the doors or nothing. It's all there.
Where'd you get the pre-made maps?
You can just download them right off of the Foundry, man. Yeah, just type in maps when you do the search for mods.
Fair enough.
It saves a lot of time. There's a
It
couple
sure
hundred
does.
maps on there.
Let me take a look.
Judah, you back?
He's up.
Oh fucking god, you fucking dead.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll take a look around.
So you take a peek around. What, anything you specifically are looking for?
Anything that might stand out that looks, weird for a
Anything
cottage
sus?
house.
I mean, looks pretty normal. I mean, at a glance. I guess you can roll investigation if you want to look for anything really particularly odd.
Sure. I suck at these.
You're supposed to say you're good at these.
Everything looks normal.
I suck at these.
Oh, ye of little faith.
My number says +1.
So wait, you were looking outside or inside? Sorry, I don't know.
I guess I was just looking around the.
Yeah, look at the outside is
Yeah,
what
no,
I
it's so
figured.
good. I just didn't catch.
I'm assuming they
where...
barge into the building and started investigating.
Yo, why do they
Flies
have?
into the windows as birds do?
Why do they have 2 fucking fireplaces? What is wrong with this cabin?
It
I don't know, man.
You get to make
It
extra
gets
soup.
pretty cold.
The people who live here are anemic.
They're just
One is. The other is for warmth.
they're right next to each other.
Let's see if I.
They're anemic.
There we go. Now the
They
problem's
cook
fixed.
a lot.
Oh
Me
god, I
neither.
can't see
Oh,
shit.
great.
Weird, really? I got
Yeah,
the
the
thing-
only spot that's visible for me is right
You need a
here.
global. You need to turn token.
Oh,
vision
when I
on
move, I
and
can...
then global illuminate.
I did turn on global illuminate.
when I
Jericho,
move, I can see.
Jericho will knock.
Maybe this will help. Is that better?
Nope.
I don't know why this one map doesn't seem to like the restricted vision. But you know what? I know another way to fix it. Give me 2 seconds.
Jericho will knock.
I'd have to look into the settings.
Nobody's home. God.
There we go. That works.
Well, yeah, I just added
Keep
a light.
knocking.
I'll just add some lights. There we go. That
Adds
fixed
the sun.
problem. I don't know why the settings wasn't doing it. That's what worked on every other map.
I like how they
Yeah.
put walls for these trees. I would never do that.
Oh yeah, they do all kinds of crazy shit, man. I love these
Jericho
things.
starts singing, "Do you want to build a snowman?"
This map actually kind of goes hard. Like, why does it? It's got shadows and like.
They got everything. Damn.
It's pretty important. So they just did all the work for you, and then they're like, okay, you don't need to ever do it.
Yep, that's why I picked it. Anyway, so you knock on the door and you hear a, "What now, then, dearie?"
Oh god.
Golly gee.
Uh-oh.
Maybe we can leave now.
No, we're just visitors.
Oh, okay. Well, one moment, I'll get the door. Jericho, the door opens. Roll me. You know, just roll me a straight whiz save.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm great at these. I'm so good. So.
Okay, as the door opens, you start shrieking as this appears in front of you.
Oh my god! Jericho just.
I mean,
How do I even say? He screams and just in ungodly speed ends up behind Canyon.
Well, that was rude.
Gwendolyn will walk up. What are you screaming? Oh. Hello.
Hello, as she
Please
walks out the
pardon him.
door, as you all see the
What
most
happened?
horrifying creature.
I mean, to Gwendolyn, this is just like next door neighbors.
Oh, hello, dearie. It's good to meet you. What are you all here for?
We were inquiring about some disappearances that were going on.
Oh, the horrible disappearances of the townsfolk, yes.
You wouldn't happen to know anything, would you? About that?
God, it's hilarious too, because you are just frightened for a full minute right now, Jude.
That's great. Wonderful.
Kenyon is gently rubbing his back.
There, buddy.
Jericho, he looks contrived because, yeah, he got spooked till, like, the blood rushed down to his fucking feet. But, like, at the same time, he's, like... He seems disgruntled because he's, like, can't react, like, get together. And he just, like, starts slapping himself a little bit.
You just look at Tabitha, looks over at you, Jericho, and kind of gives you that kind of like scrunchy face look at it. Your friend seems to be a bit odd.
Canyon nods.
It's always Jericho who fucking runs into these things first.
He's the face of the party.
He's the face.
And thus, well,
The face of danger.
he may be the face, but he's certainly not the eyes. But yeah, Jericho just. I'm sorry, ma'am. We just were approaching because we had some questions.
Oh, of course, you were wondering about the missing villagers your young friend here said.
Jericho, like, looks left, looks right. Who?
Your young friend here. Looks at Gwendolyn.
Oh, yes, Gwendolyn.
Jericho, like, hasn't connected the dots of what she, like, yes, my girl who is a friend. Surely she does not mean.
My friend
Canyon
who is a
raises an
girl.
eyebrow.
She's just like, did you lose object permanence? Permanent?
What's object permanent? Oh, no, no, not that. I was just wondering what she was referring to. But, now I think I understand. Probably not. But other than that, that's not important. Was much discussed already? Sorry, I wasn't exactly listening earlier.
Not really.
Yeah, so far I haven't said anything, no. But, of course, I mean, why don't you come inside? I'll make some tea.
Yeah, sure, just,
Hags.
1 second.
You may
You know
roll
what-
me a Arcana check, Gwendolyn.
Jericho says, "All right, 1 second," and he like moves his torso a little bit, and he realizes he can't walk for whatever reason.
10.
You can stay behind me if you want.
No. I have to get over this eventually. The goblins are nice here.
Can I argue
I hope-
advantage because I'm a witch?
want someone to hold your
I'm
hand?
gonna say no, just because the
Nope.
hag and the witch aren't really related in this sense.
Oh, you should let Jericho do it.
Jericho, yeah, you can roll me an Arcana if you can see what the fuck's going on.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Oh,
damn it.
well, wow, a horror story Jericho doesn't know!
Oh no, he's gonna find out.
Yeah, I'm doing it.
Wait, what are we Arcana-ing?
What
My
hag,
God.
If we know anything about hag.
Kenyon.
Canyon! You're like, huh, that was a really ugly woman. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. You recall hearing about a type of fey creature known as hag, who are considered to be pure evil creatures of darkness, and are known to give birth to children by devouring babies and birthing out their own hideous forms that turn into hag women later in life.
Huh. Are you sure you don't want to be in front of me?
Oh, I certainly don't want to do that. Wait, why do you say that?
No reason.
Okay.
Anyway, do you want someone to hold your hand?
I mean,
Sure, and Jericho first wipes his hands off on his shirt that are because they were already very sweaty. And yeah,
Canyons are too now.
Yeah, I was thinking like Micah looks at him for a second, doesn't say anything, but internally just like, are you asking him or is that for yourself?
As you guys are like outside, you hear a voice echo out, feel free to come in, dearies, there's plenty of room.
Yep. And Canyon's just gonna go and pull Jericho along with her.
Just drags his body.
yeah, you just hear stone sliding against stone, like
Juniper will walk in, have just like no idea what everyone's like being so weird about.
You just see Tabitha like have this large pot of tea and starts pouring it into these delicate china-like cups.
Kenyon is staring very intently at the tea, scrutinizing it.
Jericho is too, but not for the reasons that that Canyon's being smart. Jericho's being racist.
Oh, Jesus.
And together they make a duo.
And
Yes.
She starts, and here you go, dearies, and she starts handing the tea to each of you.
Oh,
Thank
thank you.
Can I try and see if this tea has anything
Yeah, can
weird
I-
going on with it?
Juniper drinks the tea.
She
I'm
takes one
gonna-
for the team.
It's delicious.
Jericho smells it.
Yeah, Gwendolyn also smells it.
Smells like rosemary tea.
Can I drink?
I mean, your character's capable of drinking. They just don't get anything out of it.
Okay. Just curious.
Yeah.
She'll drink.
Jericho just like, I think I'm going to save this for when it's just perfect on the road, and he's gonna pour it into a one of his spare flasks.
Oh, you can have mine too.
It won't be as good when it's cold.
Oh, but that's the thing. I actually,
You haven't
I actually-
tried it. What if you don't like it and you're saving it for no reason?
I actually like cold tea though.
It's called cold brew.
Squint's eyes.
You can put mine
Jericho
in there too.
smiles at her and kind of shrugs.
God, I love it. It's just like the.
Juniper trying to get me fucking murdered over here.
Kenyon is just shoving her tea towards Jericho.
Jericho will pour that also into the flask.
Tabitha.
Micah's like fingernails are just kind of like clinking to the glass, oh so very lightly, while this is happening.
You have some very interesting friends.
Interesting.
New to Unity.
Oh, you're strangers of our land. That explains a lot.
What did you say at first? Your voice was super
I was like,
muffled.
Oh, you're new to the land. That explains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't. What do you know about the disappearances?
Not much, unfortunately, dearie. I do know that they went missing several days ago. No real trace. I did take a peek at each of the homes myself, but could not detect any sort of magic of the area. At least nothing that lingered.
We talked to your neighbors, Jeb and Eliza, and they had told us that you had seen more of it. They suggested to talk to you. Even the smallest details would be helpful, like no lingering magic that is useful.
Sorry,
We will be
Zaggy.
getting a tour.
Sorry, what was that, Zaggy?
Any information is useful, even as such, like no lingering magic. We will be getting a tour of the homes later to see if maybe we can catch something.
Well, apart from the missing animals as well, I would guess whatever was taking the people were less interested in the... Well, I'm not sure. It's very worrisome why they went missing. Yeah, they were taking all the living creatures. It seems that whatever they wanted them for is for nefarious purposes, is my best guess.
Squints harder.
Does this...
Looks over at you, Canyon. Do you have something in your eye, dearie? Do you need me to get some wash for you?
Nope, all good. She rubs her face.
Does this sound like familiar behavior to any nefarious people of Unity, if there even is any?
I mean, that's kind of the problem there,
Micah.
Micah, yes. Well, the problem there, Micah, is the simple fact that most of those kind of various cruel, evil sort of creatures either, well, didn't come over or are reformed like myself.
Reformed?
Yes!
What do you mean?
I mean, some of the creatures are the darker incarnations of the past after living in Unity for so long. Well, how to put it politely, we learned to chill the fuck out!
I love her.
I love her.
In fact, you might have realized, I guess from the mainland, you probably are a little freaked out by the fact that I'm a hag!
Just maybe a little.
She just pulls out some weed, starts smoking it.
Wait, no. Something finally happens. Jericho, like, he suddenly untenses and kind of squints. Is like, what? What's a hag?
Ugly women.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh, I thought you were a goblin. I'm so sorry.
I don't think that makes it any better.
She'd also be like the world's tallest goblin. She's like 6 feet.
Didn't matter. Green, pointy.
Oh, I see. That's a mistake. But no, for starters, us hags have changed genetically over this time in Unity.
Interesting.
Okay.
So, Unity has a sort of evolutionary sort of property to it?
It can change some of the races that live here for long enough. For example, in the old days, our sort of sisterhood of dark witches known as hags, well, we used to do some horrible things. I myself never did, but the way I was born was not a good one. My sister, too, had some darkness, but we now have more of a traditional way of having children. My sister's actually living over in Linton. She runs a tavern with her husband. They named it after her.
Wait, so so you just reproduce normally now, is that?
Oh, yes. I even have a niece.
Aw.
And hags couldn't do that before?
Okay. You look over at Candy, you just see the sunken death face.
I mean, what changed?
It's odd. Well, we were just able to reproduce like we used to before we were cursed.
And you just suddenly were fertile again.
I suppose one could put it like that, yes.
How did you know?
Well, there's this thing called the time of the month we didn't used to get.
I was just smooshing booties.
Popping cheeks.
You know, having a romp.
Little hanky-panky, some would say.
Yeah. Old Mr. Cliff and I, we were having to roll in the hay.
That's enough.
Jericho is now sipping from the tea.
From the flask.
Yeah.
Sipping like... It's good.
Nervously.
It's really good.
Oh man.
Do I believe her?
I don't roll me an insight check.
Alright.
You're gonna do amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as you could tell, she seems completely honest. Plus, you think about it, this might not even be the weirdest thing you've seen in Unity. Since you also did know there was a ogre cabin boy, you did meet a Yuan-ti who are also known to be snake men who would kidnap people and turn them into snakes.
In fact, she did not meet the ogre boy, but everything else,
that's right,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Giants,
I know.
and you've seen giants and pixies. And this is definitely on the otter list. And you imagine that hags are exceptionally rare since this is the first one you've seen on Unity. Or at least full-blooded ones. For all you know, Tabitha's got like 1 million kids running around.
But we're gonna meet Tiamat, and it's gonna be like, oh yeah, Tiamat's usually an evil, chaotic god, but like, she's just fine here, you know,
Well,
she's just a
to
normal
be
farmer.
Yeah, to be fair, I did point out Unity was separated from all the gods, and
I
that's
know,
why
I'm
the evil
just
race
memeing.
is chilled. I know.
I'm memeing.
But yes, you're going to meet some weird shit. I thought it was funny.
Jericho
Team
can
up
probably
working
feel
at bakery.
Canyon like visibly untense.
Yeah.
His kind of size.
Yeah, as Tabitha goes over, gets, don't worry, Dave. If you ever find yourselves of Linton, though, you can look up my sister. She can tell you some fun stories. You can find her at their tavern, the Sea Bitch.
Sea bitch.
Oh, so her name's C.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Do you have
I'm
any
fucking dying
experience
over
with
here.
women?
Sorry, Kane, what was that?
No, nothing.
But, sorry, we're sort of getting off track, but, so, you were talking about how, just about every living thing has been sort of slowly disappearing. Is there anything that you could say is particularly special about this area, other than the fact that it's been happening recently?
If you were wondering about maybe an X factor with all the other missing people, we have noticed, I have been looking at through the newspapers. From what I gather, the most common thing is the fact that it always seems to be hitting small towns like ours. You know, places where there's not many police around.
So there's a higher idea of there being a person making this happen.
Yeah, at least a higher intelligence, I gather.
Someone who is less likely to be noticed to be taken away.
Yes, the only other thing I can say is it generally happens at night, it seems.
And, sorry, this is just a trend, I suppose, I've noticed, but I couldn't help but notice that both, couples of people were couples.
Well, I mean, apart from myself, almost everybody here is a couple, laddie. Unless you're interested.
Jericho blushes at the sheer riz of this hag, but it's just, stop.
But, that aside, I mean, surely there's been cases all around the world. I'm sure they haven't all been couples. Or have they been?
I wouldn't know that much detail, unfortunately. The newspapers don't exactly give you a blow-by-blow comparison of the missing. Though there have been entire families missing at times, kids and all.
So, whatever this is seems to be targeting not necessarily just people, but homes.
Households seem to be the thing, yes.
Would you happen to have these older newspapers, or be able to point us in a direction where we could see?
Of course, one second, I collect all of my newspapers. Don't you know anything about old people? She walks out, she's got like a giant stack of like 100 like those giant like 100-foot stacks.
Oh my
There you
god!
are! And just puts it on the table.
Thank you.
By the way, she picked that up like it was nothing.
What are they feeding these people in the city?
Actually,
okay,
with Uvek gone, she's easily. I guess Canyon, you might be the only person in this room stronger than her right now.
Dear God.
Damn.
I guess while they're talking, Micah's gonna start just kind of sifting through each of the papers to see if they can kind of gather any info, like the missing people that have been generally reported in towns and stuff. Find any other clues?
Roll me an investigation check, Micah.
Guidance.
Thank you. Investigation. Hiya, I'm so good at this. I'm so. What do I add to it again?
D4.
I'm so good at this.
Very
Micah,
passing.
you start reading the newspapers, and about like in a half hour in, you just start going, wait a minute. You start noticing after a bit that these date back like several years, some of them, before you realize it.
Micah just pauses for a second once realizing the dates on these and closes the one they're holding, stacks back up the others. Would you happen to have papers that have the recent news in mind regarding these events?
Well, I've got the daily report. I mean, otherwise I just keep the old ones there.
I see. Oh, thank you for...
In other words, you would have the recent ones, but you're gonna have to search through the stack.
I'm curious too. Do you happen to know if there's ever been an entire, say, village that has disappeared? Or does it just pick a few from one and move on?
It seems to pick a few and then move on, though the number of people it takes seems to be fairly random.
What is the largest? Just wondering.
From what I remember from the newspapers, I think one town had about 10 households raided.
10 households.
That was
Right.
almost the whole town, too.
And do you know how long these disappearances would happen for before drying up?
You mean, do you refer to how often they occur? I don't know what you mean, Derry.
I suppose what I mean is, let's say that this is an entity, right? When does it appear and when does it leave? Like, when do these incidents start and stop, is what I mean.
As far as a pattern in starting and stopping, they start when they start and they stop when they don't have people they're I don't know for certain. They seem to happen there's not even a scheduled time. They seem to happen between 1 or up to a week apart at times.
Right. I was just trying to confirm if there is a sort of time frame.
Not that I was able to determine, but again, I'm not exactly the detective sort.
Oh, no, that's fine. I'm thankful that you can even answer our questions to begin with. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's alright, sweetie pie.
Sorry,
Speaking of which, he wanders over to one of the fireplaces and just pulls out an apple pie.
Fuck.
Got distracted by
I believe in
apple
you.
pie. Estimates.
Yeah, I did.
Just cut me off if you remember it midway. But
I remember it now.
Perfect.
So from the town that they took, they took 10 people, like
10
one
households.
from each home. 10
No,
households.
the
and-
households tend to go missing all at once.
So
So-
interesting, too, that it includes the animals.
In the news, have there been any of the victims actually been found, or are they all still missing?
As far
As far
as
as you're
we're
aware.
aware, they're all missing. I do fear the worst.
Oh dear.
Is there any witnesses?
No one's seen a thing. Unfortunately, they're quite mysterious. The people seem to just disappear. Taken away by the night.
I love her so much.
I don't know if that is Keith hinting at something or not.
That's just me memeing this time.
She's being
I'm gonna
a
be
silly
fair.
old woman.
She's just being Tabitha. I'd be like, woo!
A fucking hag making ghost stories. That's hilarious.
With the people that went missing from this town, how well did you know them?
Oh, I knew them all quite well. I know most of them since they were wee high. And she does like the little child baby thing.
Had they like recently undergone any particular bouts of good or bad luck?
Good or bad luck?
Or
Basically,
any
like my intent as a player is like maybe they made like a pact or something, and you know, there's like, oh, they suddenly came into some really good fortune or something, but the cost was
I got
this
you. Yeah.
over time.
You're
Or
looking at like
maybe-
demonic pack sort of thing.
Yeah.
or maybe any mood changes of sort.
Nothing that I know of.
No
Though,
ones.
as I recall, I did see something odd once. No, that's never mind. It couldn't.
No,
Go on.
anything could help. Please.
Well, I think I saw at the house what looked to be scratch marks on the door. But
whose
to be
door?
fair,
The outside of the door.
it was on the inside, but then again, it could have just been the local dog. It was pretty low.
I mean, it also could have been that someone fell like down and was trying to scream. Could you tell us where that house is? Maybe we could take a look.
And another thing before that, but I'm curious. Were the animals okay during the entire? I know that sometimes animals can sense a bit more than the likes of we can. I was wondering if maybe they seemed restless or anything of the sort leading up to the event.
Unfortunately, kind of hard to talk to them since they're missing.
Well, no, I mean, just if you've interacted with them, or, well, I suppose you wouldn't be tending to them, so... never mind.
I think what he means is that were the animals exhibiting any strange behaviors prior to the disappearances?
Nothing before maybe the night of, but if it happened during the night of, then obviously we don't know. But it's possible.
No others animals here also seemed normal. Your neighbors and their animals. They all
Yes,
seem
as far as
to
I'm
be-
aware, they are. And of course, in the newspapers, not all the households had animals that were taken. Or at least not like
see.
the farmyard animals.
Yeah, then... If you could, let us know where this house is. We would love to see it.
Well, I suppose, if you give me a moment, she puts the pie in the windowsill. I suppose I'll let that cool for dinner tonight. Oh, sure, one moment, let me just grab my coat. And she walks into her room, and she comes out wearing, like, this giant, like, granny, like, parka coat on.
She gets cold. If we're gonna
That's
tour
why
the
she
house,
has 2 fireplaces. Sorry.
She is anemic.
She gets soggy, guys. She's a sea hag. As far as you can tell, she's always dripping.
Oh.
She. No, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. She has the wop.
Jesus.
Macaroni in a pot.
Jericho could theoretically fix that. She's given him permission.
Literally, him and his limp-wristed ass. No.
He's like, limp wrist.
Exactly.
But Micah, as they're heading out, we did promise Jeb that we would also walk with him, so we should probably let him know.
No, I
Right.
suppose I can come with you. Did you want me or not?
Whose house are we visiting first?
I guess the one with the scratch box, right? That's our best lead.
And of which couple?
That'd be Glug and Rug.
Alright. Well then, we can walk with Jeb later for the other house. We can go now. Ignore me.
No, follow me.
Do you also want a back rub, Micah?
No, I'm good, thank you.
okay.
I mean, if you're looking for a massage, I give good ones.
No.
I really work in the nuts. And she does it. You look at her hands, and her hands literally have claws at the end of them.
Oh,
Walks faster.
thank you for the offer, dear, but I will pass.
Yeah, it's all right.
And off we go.
Onwards.
I didn't load maps
into
for the
the
two
woods.
missing houses, so I'll just describe them for the sake of
That's
this.
fine.
It's A-okay.
So as you guys reach the first house of Ugg and Glug, you gotta look at the places. This, once again, it's a kind of nice little farming cottage. Of course,
These were
deserted.
happy.
And Tabitha goes, this one on the front door. Here, let me just open it up. It just hears like, oh, wait 1 minute. It's a pull, not a push.
You're doing amazing, Sweaty.
And she pulls it over.
I had the strongest temptation to use knock.
No consequences.
No consequences, yeah, unless I attract the thing that is lurking around us. Yeah.
It is,
But then we get to see it in action, and then we know. Let's get abducted.
Good point.
as Tabitha opens the door, you look about and she goes, okay, here it is, sweeties. As you look at, seems to be a normal farmhouse. It's odd. Nothing seems to be disturbed or smashed. There doesn't seem to be any signs of struggle anywhere. At a glance, at least.
Can we take a look at the scratch marks that she was talking about?
Yes. She points out the little scratch marks at the bottom of the door.
How clean are they?
Ooh, I'm curious about something. I want to go to their bedroom. Shut the fuck up.
Bringing Tabitha with you?
Shut up.
What sex toys do they have?
Shut the fuck up. Let me go to their bedroom. Stop it.
So Jericho goes to the bedroom.
I simply wanted to know if their bed was made or not.
Actually, it doesn't look like the bed was made.
Okay.
So the bed's
And there
not
doesn't
made.
seem to be any non-consensual signs of struggle.
I mean,
anywhere.
roll me an investigation, Jericho.
God fucking damn it. Okay. I'm
This
guidancing
probably
myself.
would be this. Oh.
Ooh.
Okay, an 18, that's good. So there's a few things you find as you start searching the room. One thing you find kind of tucked away behind the closet is a little box full of toys that you may or may not know what they're for.
I have to
Found
roll
them.
for that, don't I? Actually, wait. No, Jericho doesn't need to even know what they're exactly used for. He just knows what they are used for, and he's just like blushes and slides them away.
You also found a feather duster in there. You're not sure whether that was for cleaning or not.
Jericho doesn't want to know.
But as
Sweet
far
summer
as
child.
signs of struggle goes, you start looking about, and you do notice something that someone might have missed, and it's almost like, again, these people aren't detectives, so you're not surprised they didn't miss it. But you noticed out the window in the room, the latch seems to actually have been broken.
Inside or outside?
I mean, the latch is broken. I mean,
It's just.
yeah,
It
whatever
broke.
locks the window is broken.
Jericho's going to send a message to Gwendolyn, and just, could you bring the others to the bedroom? You're gonna want to see this.
Alright.
Bring everyone to the bedroom.
By the way, the bedroom's on the second story. It's a 2-story house. I should have mentioned that.
Hemlock will just look at the. Is the box of toys just out there?
Jericho pushed it away and hit it. He opened it up, saw the contents, and because he's a nice person, he prestidigitized it and then just pushed it away. And then he saw the duster, he prestidigitized that, and he pushed it away. He's just kind of, he's like not touching anything that's actually important and prestidigitizing it because he doesn't want to erase any evidence. But he's just like, oh, these things, that's their private life. I don't really want to think about that.
These guys fucked!
But yeah,
I
so
guess we're
once
upstairs now.
everybody comes up, Jericho is just gonna point at the at the broken latch, and it was just at first I was coming up here to see if their bed was made, to see if they were, perhaps sleeping when this had happened. So I thought that maybe their bed wouldn't be made, and well, it wasn't. But upon looking a little bit more, I saw that the latch to the window it's broken.
Michael will walk up to the window. Are there similar scratch marks, like to the door? And are they clean scratches, or are they like really, tearing ones that leave splinters kind?
So you start looking at the window and roll me an investigation check. Actually,
Who's our best investigator here?
Oh wait, is
I
it
think it's
kind of
Jericho.
Jericho?
Jericho.
I have a +3.
Okay, so it's Jericho and Juniper.
Jericho and
Damn, only have a
Wait,
+2.
wait a damn minute. Does Juniper have
Yes.
okay. Wait,
I was gonna help you, but you ran to the room by yourself.
wait, no, but that's perfect. The two dumb J's are the ones who can fucking.
And then, does Micah also have proficiency?
Nope.
Okay.
But I guess Micah would have the others look closer, and I guess mention if there's any scratches or not. The investigation, I'm so good at these.
I'll just cast that on Jericho.
Okay. Well, Jericho will guidance that. Or I already said that earlier, so roll the thing. And can I try looking to see if there's any scratches on the window as well?
Did you just guidance Jericho or Gwendolyn to the
I
enhanceability?
cast Enhanceability.
Who was you enhancing and what was it for?
I was enhancing Jericho because Jericho's probably
Okay.
gonna do the bulk of it.
Micah, you look out the window and you don't see anything on the inside, but you have a quick thought and you look on the outside of the window. And as you look at the window frame, you kind of look down on the wall and you see that there actually looks to be scratches outside the wall.
Uh-huh.
These look
Were
very
they-
different than the ones on the door, though.
Are they scratches as if climbing up, or were they scratch all the way down? What
They're
did the
kind of
marks
hanging
like?
in the middle of the window as if something was flying, is what you'd gather.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are these claws or talons?
I mean, it's really hard to tell from a scratch.
Talons are kind of like stab marks, whereas scratches are more scratchy. Talons stab a lot. I know this from Bird of Prey.
I know, I'm just wondering how it would affect the wood, on a flat surface.
Oh, well, you would see pierce marks, like a woodpecker or a drill, as opposed to, clear.
Yeah, they look more like
solid.
claws, I'd gather.
Okay.
Okay, so claws outside the window.
But
On the-
here's the
on
thing,
the wall or
they're
window?
not like claws as in like a cougar or a thing. They almost, you know what? They almost look like sword strikes.
How many are there in a row?
You see, there's just one. That's it. There's one in a row, and then there's maybe another one, but they're not
Oh.
like a claw. It's like singular blade.
Does it happen to cross the area where the latch is?
It seems to be by the window, yeah. Not by the latch. The latch is on the inside. The latch looks like it was forced open somehow.
Got it. Hmm.
Do you see these? And Micah will point them out.
No, now I do.
Single scratches. Doesn't look like an animal.
Well,
We'll have to check
could
the other
be
houses
anything,
as
but-
well.
No, absolutely.
Miss Tabitha, did this couple have any pets
They had a
within
cat.
the house? Alright, so the scratches on the door may have been.
Now, if anyone wants to roll a nature check on the scratches on the door to see if they can figure something out.
I'll do it. And I'm going fucking... Yeah.
Well,
Micah's gonna just mention, just wonder if the cat struggled.
I think you have an advantage because that's an intelligence check.
I also guidance myself because I'm a fucking nerd.
Yeah, it's cat scratches.
Lit.
Kitty is
Canyon!
tending to the
There's an
claws.
evil beast that destroyed the door.
Oh god.
It was Tabitha.
Jericho seems to look off to a corner and just... And then, like, goes back to doing what he normally was doing.
Actually, ironically, Jericho, you definitely know it's a cat, Mark, because you almost start scratching it yourself, considering what spirit's messing with you today.
Well, no, it's because, like, this motherfucker is been following him around, and I bet, like, the mention of a cat missing got the cat to start hissing because he's mad about it, and Jericho's like... Also, for the last time, the spirits don't actually influence his
I
behavior.
know. It's just, I just think it's funny. Just
You're fueling Lions Jericho is a cat boy fantasies.
It's not a fantasy, it's an observation.
I hate. Anyhow,
No, but you're right. We do need to try to see this other area. Unless there's anything else that we could have missed.
Maybe we should double check to see if anywhere else in the house has scratches. Or even outside where the animals are. Or would be. Wait, did they have animals? I can't remember if that was mentioned.
yeah, I mean, everybody's got a couple, just because it is a farming community.
Okay, yeah. So Michael will just either look around the house and look where the animals would be since they're also missing. Just to be thorough.
You start looking around the house. You don't see any. I mean, roll me an investigation, actually.
I should have put some.
Could I-
points into investigation.
could I also look around?
Yes.
Yay!
Nope.
Yeah, this is why I'm beginning to think that the thing that Micah can break into are people's holes.
Yeah. Cry into
He
hands.
decided to be a slut instead of a
Decided to be a
fucking
slut. Listen, he's the
mage.
communal hole.
I mean, to be fair, Micah's not the thievy sort of rogue. They're the I stab
Yeah.
you, murder you sort of rogue.
Yeah.
They have ideas, but they just don't know where to look
They
exactly.
take sharp objects and pierce bodies with it.
Yeah.
Oh yes. But yes. 21.
Jericho, so where are you searching?
I think.
Yeah, you don't have to be specific. In or out, that's all I need to know.
Oh, out actually. Then
Hey, you're
Jericho
searching...
would be searching. I'm like out around the perimeter of the house.
Yeah, you're searching around the outside, the perimeter of the house, and that's a good roll. You do kind of look around, and you kind of like start having this idea of looking about and for any traces of the animals, and eventually you do kind of see what seems to be a mound. Like you see what looks to be like a recently dug grave, like a little grave, and you dig it up and you do find to see there was bones in it.
Jericho's grave robbing. But like, what kind of?
Yeah,
Do I know what bones?
This would be a nature check
That's fine.
because.
Yeah, and it's gonna be
I
fucking.
go.
Well, you definitely know the types of bones of it. You have a ghost cat with you, so they're cat bones.
What? Weird.
Not the kitty.
But they're bones, right? They're not like rotting flesh. Like these are bones.
How old does this digging seem to be?
The grave looks fresh, but the bones look old.
Weird. Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Or I should at least say there's no meat on the bones. Like you can't tell if they're like ancient, but you can tell that they're
Well,
they're
yeah,
not rotting
'cause-
flesh. They're bones, right?
Well, no, because that's the thing that's messing with me, right? Because what I'm understanding is that this is a fresh grave,
Yeah.
but these are old bones. This is an old, like, whatever died, like, desiccated and rotted away long before. Like, if this was a cat that died 2 days ago, we would see a body, you know?
Exactly, but no, you see pure bones.
So
You see
instead
a
of being
skeleton.
instead of being buried, it was dug.
You can imagine whatever dug it either dug the bones or something ate the thing so quickly that it turned into bones quickly.
Does Jericho notice any teeth marks or any, like, noticeable abrasions or anything on the bone?
Now that would be a medicine check.
That's fine. I'm so good at this, you guys. Oh, baby!
Ooh, you got very roasted.
No teeth marks. No abrasions. But they're remarkably clean?
Do I know of any rituals that revolve around the burying of bones?
Like magical sense or religious sense? Because obviously one or the other's a different check.
Magical.
Okay, that's an arcane check.
Okay.
Are the others with him? I guess I assume
I
they're following each
mean-
other. Or...
Nothing that you're aware of? Like, you know necromancy, right?
Mhm.
But you don't know anything where it's like, maybe, but like anything that would require like that sort of magic, you're better off with like people, right? Like, there's very few things that an animal would matter, right? Like, there's some cults that might try stuff, but nothing that you know of, right? There's no specific spell, I'll put it that way. And if it's a ritual of like a cult thing, you're not sure.
Okay. Well, Jericho will slightly tidy up the grave, but he will leave, of course, the bones exposed and whatnot, and he's going to once again message Gwendolyn and just, I found a weird grave of what seems to be cat bones outside.
Storm stepped away.
Oh, I will send it to Juniper then.
We could also take a quick break.
Yeah, we can take a quick
Oh yeah.
quick bathroom break. Well, that's a good spot for. We'll take 5,
He
guys.
said he'll be back in a minute.
Well, we'll take 5 minutes for bathrooms and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab some water.
Hey, go be.
God, I'm
I
a
go
sucker for
pee.
when the animals die. No!
God.
Hey yo, it's me.
We're taking a 5-minute
it's-
break for bathroom storm.
I heard.
Oh yeah. For what you missed though, just so I guess to catch you up, Jericho found cat bones.
Crystal.
Okay.
Yeah. Crystal Covenant. The cat bones in a grave. They were picked clean.
Yep.
Hmm. Would I know anything about this?
I mean,
Does that sound-
you could roll me a check, I guess.
Yeah. What would that be? Arcana?
Probably.
Nope.
What'd you roll on that on my computer?
8.
No.
Yeah.
That's weird shit.
Weird shit. Pretty sure I've been rolling like shit tonight.
That's okay. Judah's rolling like a goddamn god.
I had one good roll. Everything else has been fucking garbage.
Well, at least it's not a combat session.
Yes, but I can't uncover information. So it might as well be worse. I'm like, oh, I could get clues, or I could just be sad and have nothing.
I mean, the party's done a pretty good job of gathering clues so far.
To me, it feels like we have nothing. We have small things, but it still feels unrelated to what's mostly happening. It's like, we still have no idea.
Well, I mean,
What
to
is-
be fair, man, you guys, like, there's not a lot of clues that are like, this is obviously what we're dealing with. Because,
Right.
like,
Exactly, but like, we have a lot of small clues that are just like, oh, maybe this is a thing, but it's like nothing concrete.
yeah. But then again, if it was that simple, the guards could have sorted it by now.
Well, yeah. Not my brain.
I hope you guys enjoyed Tabitha, at least.
Yes. I love that. I was like, can we adopt? Can we adopt a hag?
Just, I still love the fact that Jericho's the one to open the door.
I feel like he's gonna be the one who opens most non-spooky doors.
I know, and there's always going to be something weird because it's Unity.
Yeah. Like, Jericho's like the guy who runs headfirst into trouble to just like save someone.
Mm-hmm.
Or just like be unassuming to whatever's happening.
So I like how we had 2 games in a row, though, the way Storm, where little kids are being convinced to do things their parents clearly don't want them to do.
Yeah.
At least this one didn't have child murder in it at the beginning.
I don't think you'd put child murder in this game. Or have it. I don't think our characters would do that.
I think that's the key factor, man. Like, I didn't put it there. You didn't put it there. Our player took it.
It's so good to hang out with just Corey.
Sorry, this was
Sorry, I was saying
different
something
thing.
else.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
By the way, when do you plan on finishing up session?
Pretty quick.
Pretty quick? Okay.
So in like
Half an hour?
I mean, if you guys got to go in half an hour, I can wrap up in half an hour. Like I just.
Oh
need-
wait, no, it's just.
No, we're
because
just
we-
curious.
Again,
we
guys,
want to
like
let
the
people know.
yeah, the wrap up for me is like when you guys feel like wrapping up, or I can't run longer.
I
Okay.
mean, it's fine. We're not like, oh yeah, we need to go by this time. It's just that way we can let people know when we're done.
Yeah, when we're done.
It's kind of tough for me to dictate because I have
No,
enough
no, no,
material.
no. I get that. I get that.
I kind of leave it up to you guys. I mean, without Andy here, we don't need to worry about wrapping up so he can go to bed.
That is, so I guess it's on us.
Yeah, it's on you guys when you want to
8-hour
wrap up.
session.
God, I've done those before.
I've DM'd those before.
I mean, we can probably go another half hour
That sounds.
if people want to.
Yeah.
Or if, or if
Ish.
people want to stop earlier, that's also fine. But probably not more than an hour.
Yeah, that's fine. Like I said, it's up to you guys when you want to quit right now. When you're good. We'll shoot for a half hour. I mean, it depends how
Okay,
much you
cool.
guys exploration you guys do too, right? I mean, I want to try to end it at a good spot and not just in the middle of somewhere.
Yeah. That's why I was kind of asking because I wasn't sure like how far away a good spot would be.
I mean, that really depends on you guys.
I imagine that we can gather our clues, like maybe from the second house as well, and then we can end it from there, so we can decide what we want to do about these clues next.
Yeah, we'll see how long it takes us to finish this house.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of the shtick. I mean, I think where we'll end it, to be honest, is best to end it sleeping back at Rex's house, right?
Oh, right. So that
Because then the
we
way
can have the
Andy
town
can
meeting.
show up.
Yeah,
No, we're just gonna keep going.
and going and going and
No,
going.
we're not gonna tell Andy. We're not gonna
I
tell
mean, even if we end at one of the houses we're investigating, someone can always point him in the right direction.
True, but it gives him the time to realistically get to you guys if another night
But yeah.
passes. Apart from,
Keep going.
magic teleportation. I guess we could kill off the freaking Echo again and just have it magically and have this back appear.
Somehow summon Zuvek. You're not dead, or are you? Oh no!
Did I kill you? Oh my god!
I'm gonna mute myself for a bit because I'm crunching, but I am back.
No worries.
What if we want to hear you crunch?
Jesus. I guess we're just waiting on Judah to get back now. Oh my god, Zachy. I got so much packing to do tomorrow.
Oh, dude, same. I haven't started yet. I don't have much to pack, but I'm gonna be packing ahead of time before we go.
No, it's a good idea. I mean, I don't got much to pack either. I got half of it done. I just had to do laundry, so I had my clothes to pack.
I need to just pack my computer stuff and then think about which clothes I want to bring. And then just usual things like toothbrush and shit.
Wait, where are you going, Saku?
Oh, I'm also going to Boston to see Nikki. Yeah. We're gonna help them move in.
Yeah. It was a cooperative thing here.
Yeah. I finally get to meet them in person after.
Yeah, I was about.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it felt weird that I should meet Nikki before Zaku, since Zaku got 5 years more knowing in.
I've known them for 11 years, and this is the first time we're actually going to see each other in
Wow.
person.
Wow.
Yeah, they used to live like a state apart.
Yeah, during that time, Nikki was at school in Illinois. They were about, I don't know, maybe an hour or so away, or maybe less. I couldn't remember, but I was a really bad driver, so I wasn't comfortable with driving over there myself. I don't know, stuff happens. But this time, we will see each other.
Indeed.
Each time.
Belzaki, I
This
do
time.
find it funny that me and you might be moving into their place before they do.
Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta wait for the peeps.
Yeah, we might have to, yeah. You know what would be funny, Zach, is maybe we should, like, buy some robes and pipes and just sit in their room and smoking on pipes while we're on their couch, pull out some newspapers, and just like, oh, hello, welcome to our humble abode.
Mine specifically blows up bubbles.
Please take your shoes off.
Yeah, like we might arrive there before Nikki because like they have to make sure that the movers take care of like their little sound booth thingy, but the other movers will be taking care of the furniture and they might not be there. So we may take care of that first.
Yeah, we might have to actually go grab a key and let the movers in.
Yeah, whatever works.
Yeah, Nikki will let us know tomorrow what's happening there.
Sweet.
I think it's tomorrow. Oh wait, no, or is it Tuesday?
For Tuesday.
That-
Are you talking about the 28th is Tuesday?
Yeah, I know. I just remember, like, when they'll let us know whether or not we gotta pick up the furniture. To let
Oh.
them in is like, I don't know if they meant the Tuesday or the Wednesday, or the Monday or the Tuesday.
We can always check in.
Yeah. It's just, if it's on the Tuesday, like, you're gonna know before me, Zachy, because again, I will only know through Discord when I get to the airport,
Oh, that's right.
because I will be in a plane ride, and then I have a 4 or 5 hour flight, and when the time I get there, it's gonna be like, well, I guess it'll be 5 p.m. Nikki's time when I leave Vancouver. No, 8 p.m. Nikki's time when I leave Vancouver. So I should
And you
know
could
that
always,
now.
yeah, you could always just like message during your layovers too, and just.
Well, that's
like,
it. That's
hey,
how.
what's
That's
going
all
on?
I have to do is on the layover, right? Just
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember because when I'm in Toronto, it's just like obviously not like I'm going to get in Toronto like 10 p.m. No, 2 p.m. 2 a.m. Jesus.
I mean, we're still awake around that time anyway, so
Yeah, fair enough.
you tell you.
I mean, you gotta get ready for your flight too that day, Zaggy.
Yep. I got my ride ready, so I don't think I'll even sleep. I'll just go there and take a nap on the plane.
Zaggy, it's an hour flight.
Yeah, but I have to leave like super. I forgot what time I have to wake up. I have to wake up early.
Yeah.
Early. But yeah, I might just like.
Oh, I mean, what? Your flight
Take a
leaves
nap.
at 8 o'clock, doesn't it?
Probably like it may leave at 8, but I still need to be there like an hour before.
Oh, I know.
In case stuff happens. So technically, I'll be there by like 6 or something, 6 or 7. I guess that isn't too bad, but yeah, it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be.
was gonna say, it's not a crazy early time, Zach. I get up at 7 o'clock every day.
See, that's you, Heath. I'm built different.
I'm
Yeah,
built with a 9 to 5.
You're built with a 9 to 5. I'm a freelancer.
I would love to never have to get up at 6:30 again.
God.
Luckily, I don't have to get up that early. No, I get to Boston at... Yeah, I leave...
I'm
Oh, hey, you back?
Welcome back.
Yes.
Yeah, it's 1 a.m. I don't get into Boston until 1:30 so a.m. So Jesus, not Boston or Toronto. Okay, everybody back then. Anyways, so back to the house. You guys found the Jericho. You go tell Gwendolyn what you found. What do you guys do from there? You found the cat bones and the scratch marks.
Anyone have an idea of what this is? I tried to see, just so you know, these bones are old, but this grave is very new. More than that, though, I couldn't think of any particular rituals, or at least magical ones, for the sake of that.
Sorry, I just want to backtrack one sec. Did Micah do the rest of their investigation inside, or were we doing that after? I don't remember.
Oh, you right.
I forgot about
I
that.
thought it was-
Because
wasn't
yeah,
one investigating inside, wasn't one investigating outside?
yeah. Micah just
remember-
mentioned. Yeah, Micah mentioned that we should probably double check the rest of the house inside, and Jericho's looking outside.
Yeah, so Mike can roll investigation then.
Can I? Okay.
I will also do one.
Yes, please. At this point, Michael will just start like vocalizing any ideas that they have because they know that they're not great at this.
Jennifer, you
Well-
fell asleep.
No, Jennifer, wake up!
Jennifer investigated the couch. It was
Yeah.
comfy.
It was-
I love her so much.
Canyon snuggled up next to you. You know, it's the couch was built
Don't-
for spooning.
Don't say that, I'll ship it.
Micah, inside the house? I mean, you don't find anything in particular, honestly.
Okay.
You find the cat food, you see where the window latch, everything in the house you found was in the bedroom. Though, for the shits and giggles, you also find the sex toys.
Where did they keep these ones now? Under the couch?
Yeah, these people were pretty horny.
I see.
I
Micah
Jennifer
will
and
just
Canyon
like,
are sleeping and you're just rummaging under and finding sex toys.
yeah. But at the same time, they're just like, they realize they see where the toys are, and then they look at the couch, they see that these guys are napping on the couch. They're just like,
See some
"Ew."
questionable stains.
Questionable stains, backs up, and just kind of.
You take out the
walks
black
away.
light, the whole place looks like it's been splooshed by a ghost.
Oh my god.
I just wanted to make sure we didn't get a clue inside that would help us with the discussion on the stuff outside.
Yeah, no, I got you, I got you. Yeah, nothing that you can figure.
Okie dokie. And I guess,
And then we go outside.
Yeah.
we go outside.
Do you wake us up?
With another nudge, and if Canyon wants to take another 5 again, they will get smothered with a pillow.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Juniper, you get a little poke. You are soft. You'll be good.
Wow.
Listen, Canyon is one of the tanks. She can handle it.
Turbophobic.
Turbophobic. So yeah, back outside, we see the bones.
Yep. I mean,
So, any of you have anything to make of it?
I can't really make much of it, to be honest.
What did you say, Storms? I'm sorry, you said it's so low.
I can't really make much of it, to be honest.
Hmm.
Actually, DM,
Yes.
given my backstory, with like broken latch and stuff like this, given they don't know much about magic, but would they be familiar with this sort of breaking and entering that someone might use? Like, this is common.
so you're talking about the breaking and entering through the window.
Yeah, like, is there anything familiar about it? Like, maybe if it's a specific tool or
Roll
like others?
me I'll give you an investigation, Zach. You had advantage since this does kind of play into your backstory.
Okie dokie. Investigation. Oh, thank you. And with advantage, that didn't do it. Get and guidance D4. Hiya! 19.
Okay, does it look to be a tool? When you look at it, like, the locks seem to have been forced open by, like, blunt trauma, but, like, at a very pinpoint accuracy. Not by a hammer or anything. A little too broad for a hammer.
Almost like a punch.
Yeah, you could almost say like a punch.
Okay,
But
punch.
at the very same time, like by for a tiny hand if it was. Like it was like
Mm.
or at least that's what you can gather, because it's hard to say. It's not done by a tool because it didn't go deep enough where someone smacked it too hard, or if they did use a tool, it was so delicate that is like, it seems it would be like ridiculous to do it that delicate for a snatch and grab, right?
Mhm.
But
Okay.
it does look like the lock was broken from the inside.
Broken from inside. Okay. Anything to gather from like the scratches? Because if someone like possibly punched it, why would they need a tool to begin with, if that even is one?
The scratches outside the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah, those don't look like a tool, Zagu. Those do not look like something caused by a tool that you know of.
Yeah, like, so, I mean, like, I can assume that it's probably a blade, but from, like, the size of the scratches or anything, can I tell, was it, like, a very, was it a finesse weapon? Was
You
it, like,
have
a
you
razor?
have no idea. Like, it doesn't look like a finesse weapon, like in the sense of like a rapier. They're pretty beefy,
Are these, okay, beefy.
right? Like they're shallow, so they're easy to miss without looking for them because they're second story up, and you had to kind of take your head out and look on the outside,
Mm-hmm.
right? But they're fairly beefy. If you thought it was a tool, it'd probably closer to something like a scimitar.
I'm curious. So wait. So there's a sword slash, or what we think is a sword slash on the outside of the window,
Down the
but
wall, yeah.
the lock was broken on the
From
inside.
the inside.
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay. Yes, Michael would relay that.
Have we
To the
inspected the
others.
sword slash yet? I would like to inspect it.
I
Did we?
mean, you did. I mean, I don't know what else you want from it.
Oh, okay. No, it's fine. I'm just making sure that we inspect everything before we move on.
Yeah, no, you looked at the sword, the scratch marks on the outside. That's how you found out they were sword, like a singular large scratch, right? Versus like claws.
Hmm.
And sword slash is just the best way you can describe it, right?
Yeah, and there doesn't seem to be any blood or anything like.
You don't see
Yeah.
any sign of struggle or blood.
That is so weird.
Which way were the scratches pointing? Were they like horizontal towards the window, or were they like vertical going down the side of the window, on the window,
Yeah, what's the
they're on
orientation?
the wall and they slide down.
on the wall, sliding down? All the way to
Underneath
the
the
ground?
window?
Yeah, just under it.
Yes.
All the way to the ground?
No.
Okay.
Like, it's maybe a foot long. They're less.
Interesting.
Okay. I wonder. Maybe a small creature using, I don't know, a grappling hook and make their escape from the inside out.
Well, if there's one thing that could help us with this, it would be the other house, right? There should be a consistent things, and from that consistency, we can begin to figure out what we're looking for.
Right. Oh, you had mentioned rituals. Miss Tabitha, would you happen to have any knowledge around these things? And kind of gestures at the cat bones. Before we go. Tabitha?
Heath?
Oh, sorry.
Heath?
I for some reason I thought you were saying Gwendolyn. I don't know what you were
Oh.
talking to Gwendolyn.
That is A-okay.
Also, I was
Wait,
kind of reading the comments Crystal was typing in case, because I need. So what was that, Micah?
Oh, Micah asked if she knows anything about, like, the cat bones, and if there's, like, any rituals or something that she may be familiar with.
Nothing I'm aware of, dearie. I mean, animal sacrifices are pretty low quality magic if that's what you were after.
Hmm.
And you tend to keep the gooey bits.
Interesting.
I mean, bones, if you were using them for, say, carving dice for tails, you can use animal bones for, like, seeing the future.
It's strange that these ones are clean and old. Alright, well then, I guess we will see the next house from here.
How well padded was that grave before I dug it up?
Not that well padded, that's why you could find it.
Got it. Okay.
Like, if it was super padded, you probably never would have found it because it would have just blended into the ground.
Were the cat bones, like, all together, as in, like, they had buried the cat and the bones were roughly in the form of a cat, or was it, like,
Scattered.
the bones were chucked in?
They were not in the form of a cat, no. They were more lumped together, hence why he had to make a check. If it was in the skeletal cat, he wouldn't have had to make a check.
I mean, it's still, even if they were, like, lumped, like, the cat was buried, the bones would shift anyway.
Yeah.
From the decay, so it was just...
Like, is it like an actual pile that someone just like,
Wait,
shuffled
see a check
together?
being made regardless.
Wait a second. I think whatever happened to this cat, it must have been necromantic. Bones super old, but grave super young? Interesting. It's almost as if this cat just went through an accelerated aging process.
Perhaps soul-sucking.
And last time I checked, there is a plane in existence that does that. But of course, Jericho doesn't know this. Actually, does Jericho know this?
What did his mom tell him?
That would be...
What is mom tell him now?
Come here, son. We're gonna talk about the negative plane.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that's probably beyond your mom's knowledge.
Yeah.
To be honest, I know very little about the negative plane, so...
Okay. But what about the other stuff that I had mentioned? Like, could this actually be the work of, like... Do I know of any spells that can rapidly age somebody and just reduce someone to bones or anything like that?
You did roll a 20 Arcana earlier. There are age spells, yeah. They're, like, crazy powerful, like, fuck-off power... Basically, like, let's put it this way. If you ran into someone that could do that, your best bet now would be to run away.
Okay, now what about creatures that could? I mean, I know that, like, slimes are acidic.
Roll me a nature check. Hard. Even so, the creatures you would be aware of. Nah, the creature's too rare for even that check. Like we're talking. There are creatures that are, but they're so rare.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Right? Like, I mean, for the purposes of this, I'll let you know. The only creature I know of that ages that like that is the Sphinx.
Yeah.
Jericho would not know that.
Yeah, Jericho is just like... The only thing that is sticking with me is that this cat looks... I mean, there's no flesh, right? But this is a new... This is a new grave, and it was disheveled. I feel as though it was eaten, or something of the sort. 1 second, guys. I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, no worries. The fun mysteries.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? We got some work to do now.
Who sucked the cat?
Who sucked the cat?
Boy, the phrasing.
Who sucked the cat boy?
Tabitha wishes.
Uh,
Oh, my cats are fighting. Hello.
Kitties.
Oh, I just winked at me.
Oh, are we gonna
Oh
be
my
finishing up
God.
here soon?
I would assume so.
I would hope so. You guys keep going on, so I don't know.
I mean,
I'm
we could.
hoping we can get to you guys going to sleep to end it, but you still want to go to the other house is the problem.
We can continue
I mean,
going
you could
to the
just
house
say
next
that
time.
it took us all day to do this house and we just go to sleep, and then we can investigate with Uvek the next day.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
this is time sensitive.
As far as you're aware, no.
Well, I just meant for you to know. Because, like,
I mean, as far as the time sensitive, that's fine if you guys want to go that route. It just, again, the only reason I was hoping to end it at the sleeping is because otherwise it's going to be really weird that Uvek just appears. Right? Like, giving you guys another night gives Uvek enough time to get over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, him traveling all the way to the church and then back is a long way.
He's going to take a shortcut, but even then he needs the extra day. Because he's going to do
He's
some...
really built different.
Yeah, he's going to do some train hopping to get there
Ew.
quicker.
Different.
No, you're
Welcome
back. Okay.
back.
We're going to wrap up here pretty quick here, Judah, so...
Okay.
But before we do, like, what were you going on about? Just so we remember.
Me?
Yeah, I think you were the one talking last,
Oh,
or am I mistaken?
Jericho was just explaining that he thinks it may have been eaten, or whatever this was killed, like straight up, probably even eaten. He doesn't know exactly. Like where I stopped talking was actually where I stopped talking. Like
No,
that was
fair
all
enough,
Jericho had to say.
Oh, okay.
what if instead of something eating the bones or, well, the flesh or anything, what if it was just an old grave and it was accidentally dug up and reburied?
Accidentally would be a strange situation.
Or for some reason, I don't know.
I mean, maybe, but I don't know. I feel like that's a bit unlikely. It was a good idea, but
We're probably not gonna get anywhere on just speculation, so if there's nothing else here, we should probably head to the other house.
I agree.
Maybe if we find a similar thing there, then we know it means something.
Mm-hmm.
For the sake of sort of good transition, as you guys leave the house, you guys notice the sun is setting.
We should probably get some rest first.
I actually, yes, we should. But I think we might want to do watches.
That's
It's not
Somebody
clear.
needs to stay close to the family in case they potentially disappear as well.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about the correlation between the pets.
I'm worried about the fact that it seems to target households.
But if we stay at a household, then wouldn't we be a target?
Well, we at least get to the bottom of it. I assume whatever they may have encountered, those are farmers versus seasoned adventurers. I would hope we would stand a chance at least a little bit.
We took on pirates. What's the worst that could happen?
Huh?
No, before your time. Just in case you were confused.
I almost feel like that's what Juniper says to Canyon. Canyon's, huh? Before your time.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Before your time.
Don't worry about it.
No, either way,
I'm
I
sorry.
agree. Let us do watches, and we will simply see from there. We'll work with what happens and what we have.
Okay, dearest. Well, I'm gonna go back to my place. You all have a good night.
Yes, thank
Yes,
you so much,
and-
madam.
Yeah, don't get kidnapped.
Stay safe.
I think I'm going to be fine, Derry. They'd be in for a nasty shock if they tried to get into my bedroom at night.
Need a player fear.
Jericho would not have been leaving that bedroom had he agreed.
Mhm.
Y'all need to stop.
Oh boy. But with that, you guys will head back to the farm. You set you guys selves up as Rex goes, "Oh, you're all back here kind of late today. I take it old Tabitha kept you busy."
Oh, absolutely.
Nope, not too busy.
Nope.
Did you
Don't
find
know
out
what that
anything?
means.
Did you find out anything interesting?
This doesn't seem to be as voluntary or as I think it seems to be. This was definitely a sort of break-in. We're seeing cuts around walls outside of windows and broken latches, and this is weird.
Tarnation, that sounds scary as all hell.
But more than that, I hope it doesn't impose onto you, but would it be fine if me and my friends were to stay with you for a couple of days?
Well,
There
heck,
seems to be... We don't want to alarm you or scare you or anything, but there is a potential chance, given that this has only been happening recently, that you and your family might be, well, a target. And we want to make sure that doesn't happen.
I appreciate it. Any particular reason you think it's our family over another?
Well, how many houses are inside of this village again, right?
Yeah, about a dozen.
Well, the way I see it,
1 in 12 chance.
yeah.
Frankly speaking, we don't have any clues towards any particular patterns yet, but
Right.
considering where we are currently, we are partial to your family to make sure that we're safe.
Well, Damnation, I do appreciate that, Kit says. Well, I suppose you're all more than welcome to stay with us as long as you folks like. I guess you see her bring out what looks to be a giant shepherd's pie, by the way.
Yummy.
And she starts slopping on the table. Gwendolyn, she gives you a double hug. Now, I don't want to hear nothing about it. You eat up, Missy.
For Gwendolyn.
He just
This-
gives a nod. And just... what to do, what she wants to do.
Sneak it to the dog later.
Babe, it's 7 p.m. Time for your pie eating. Yes, honey.
Yes, honey.
Well, I'm glad you're more than welcome to stay here as long as you like. We do appreciate having such good people here helping us. Yeah, that's right, honey. By the way, just so I don't forget to mention it to you, tomorrow night is when we'll have a town meeting to gather for you.
Thank you very much.
Good evening, of course. Oh, just so you are aware, we do have one more friend who is on the way. He was helping your neighbor get to the Church of Unity.
Well, heck, I'm sure he'll be more than welcome when it comes here.
Sounds well. Hope don't burden you too much. But we will end our investigating here for the night.
That sounds good. I will see you all in the morning then after I'll have big dinner. By the way, outhouse is in the back if you need it.
Jericho blinks hard. I'll be back. And he excuses himself.
I suppose he need to go real bad.
Right, anyways, I'm turning in. Good night.
That Joel.
Aren't we doing a watch?
Oh, right, I forgot.
Well,
I
Yeah.
forgot. Who?
We do that before because we will forget.
We all slept in the living room last time.
yeah. It's basically where you guys are sleeping again.
We could just do the same order as before, too.
I mean, probably easiest.
Yeah.
Anything weird happen on the watch?
For the sake of quickness, no, nothing happens tonight.
Cool.
Because you guys got to get going. I will stop it there then for the day.
All right.
Yeah.